Sup folks, StugeGG here with part 1 of my playthrough of Stay Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. I'm breaking this up across 2 streams. The first stream was about 3 hours, as you see here. I will be streaming the second part Sunday, this upcoming Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, probably, maybe a little bit later. But if you, I didn't want to do it immediately the day after in case you wanted to check this out before I actually do stream the next bit. But like I said, if you are interested, come check it out over on Twitch. Otherwise, this stream is basically going up the exact same way as I streamed it. If you want to check it out over on the Twitch VOD, you can see the chat there. There wasn't too much going on there. But I hope you enjoy it. Now, I'm hoping I don't see any black lines along the edge. I can't play full screen, my webcam lags out, and I'm not sure why that is. So I've got to fix that at some point. But oh well, we're not going to deal with that right now. But we're going to have some with some Korean girls, I guess. Let me give you guys the audio here as well. Hopefully it's not too loud. I think I tweaked it so it's loud but not too loud. Still hear me pretty well. Let's see if I can get the dashboard display correctly. If the music's 100% repetitive, we'll just kill it and I'll load up some other music in the background. And so far on the menu, it's just been one song over and over again. So I hope that's not going to be the case through the game. But it's supposed to take about 4 hours, 3.5 to 4.5 is what I've seen. I'm guessing that's like 3.5 or like 3.5 to get through the story, and then an extra hour if you want to go back through and see the other narrative. I'm assuming there's 2 narratives. First thing I want to make sure is that the stream's actually working here. It looked like it was, but my dashboard's still showing it offline, which could be incredibly frustrating. Nothing in chat yet. Let me refresh this dashboard. So I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm hopeful I'm actually online. But considering it's still showing me as offline. Alright, now it's showing. It's showing there, not showing here. So if there anyone is here and is in chat, and you said something, I cannot see it, so hopefully that's not the case. There we go, now it's fully showing us off. Now we'll get going. So hopefully some people pop in. I know I kind of said this, put this together at the last minute, but I talked about streaming this game. I want to stream it, either take it over 2 nights or just do the 1 night. I don't think I want to go 4.5 hours, so we might just do half and half, do 2.5, and then finish it up tomorrow or Sunday. But we'll see how it goes. But I don't want to jump straight in because as people, I'm hoping like in a few minutes people do start to filter in. So I don't want people to miss the very beginning of the game because there's probably crucial plot points that are necessary to know. Today I've got purple vitamin water. Wednesday I had the black vitamin water. It's on sale. Alright, I think we'll give it a couple more minutes. I want to make sure that everything's good. I'm hoping a few people pop in and check out the stream. It's on my second stream back, so I sure hope that people do come check it out. Like I said, it was kind of last minute. But I had nothing else to do tonight and I wanted to stream. I was debating this, or I'm really thinking about playing Dark Souls Remastered because I've never played any of those games. And it might be interesting to see how bad I am at it. I'll give it 1 more minute and then I'm going to start up here. Oh yeah, it's called escape instead of exit. That's pretty funny. Okay, hold on. Oh, we can't see any of the extras yet. That's good. What game? I think the other one I played, which for the life of me, I can't remember. Let me load up Steam real quick. You guys don't see that, do you? No. Can't see that I was just looking at the house party page on Steam to see what the recent updates were. You don't need to know that. What was that game called that I played? No. The last visual, Ascended Hearts, I could not remember the name of it. Ascended Hearts gave you all the images ahead of time, which is kind of goofy. We might move the webcam to the top right depending on how things go here, but alright, let's fire this up. Let's see what happens here. What is my name? Oh, well. We'll just type in Stooge. I can put my real name. Whoop. Spell my own name right here. It's taken a long time, but it's finally going to happen. I want to make sure I've shown the black lines as far as I can tell. Perfect. We're on a plane. I'm finally on a plane from Beijing to Pyongyang. This game's timely with everything going on with the North Korea summit, so I thought it'd actually be a perfect time, even though this game came out a year ago. It's probably the perfect time to actually play it. I was staying the week with a couple pen pals in the Korean army. I've been writing them while on duty in Afghanistan. They seemed interested in meeting me, so they asked me to come over my next leave. Didn't look like it was going to happen though. I'm not sure why, but the airport wouldn't let me fly directly to Pyongyang. Something about no direct flights and having to go to China or Russia first. I only just barely learned Korean in time for this. Then I had to stumble through Chinese to get there. But we're about to touch on Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Hopefully I don't butcher like a bunch of names and stuff. I think we'll be okay. Korean. I think he said we're about to descend. Once we get off, I'm waiting for my bags at the claim center. I was a bit late since I had to use the bathroom, so it looked like they've already started unloading. They've stopped the baggage claim carriage. My bags aren't there. Oh man, this is FUBAR. Don't tell me they lost my luggage. I'd better go find customer service before my buddies get here. Turning around, I walk straight into someone. Hey, why are you right behind me? Oh, that's okay. That says Stooge. I didn't even realize that. It's Korean-ified. I'm right into what appears to be a member of the Korean military. Full suit and everything. What's more, she's hot if you go for the chicken uniform thing. Mr. Stooge, I presume. That's kind of weird. I'll figure out a voice to do for them here at some point. Maybe. Her English is pretty good, a bit broken, but better than most kids I've met in Afghanistan. How do you know my name? We were expecting your arrival. I finally noticed that she's not alone. Another cute girl in military regalia is next to her. But how? She's a little bit more off-put. I want to tell my buddies... I should have looked up how to say these names ahead of time. Jeong and Unji is how I'm going to say that. Jeong and Unji. That I was showing up. That's probably not right, and I'm going to feel bad. That would be us. Wait, I thought. It's not, I just mean, aren't Jeong and Unji, well, guys' names? Not always. Like some names in your country, they can be applied to both genders. The taller girl smiles politely. Oh, like Francis and Francis. I think I get it. Well, wait a second. You didn't think Stooge was a girl's name, did you? I guess it could, well, I didn't really put in a real name. Oh no. I could read this in a really culturally unsensitive way. So, Unji of a Kosanatu. Who would name a good Stooge? But you said it was fine if I stayed with you while I was here. Absolutely. We received special permission to have you stay in our personal barracks. Well, we might have a holdup. It looks like the airline lost my luggage, so I need to check in with the service desk about that. No need to worry. We have secured your luggage. That's great. Where is it? Sorry. Like, that throws me off when I see it at first. It has been sent to our political bureau security checkpoint. Fine. What? They must make sure you have no illegal contraband on you. Anything that would be a detriment to our country and glorious leader will be confiscated. Well, that doesn't seem to be any way to treat a friend. If you desire our friendship, then do this. You can speak Korean, right? Well, I have been studying a little. I guess I have a handle on it. I even got this manual to help me out. I reach in my carry-on and pull out my translation guide. Upon seeing it, Unji slaps out of my hands. Ow, what the hell did you do that for? Okay, I can't do like that voice. Like, I can't do the kind of, they are writing it that way, but I can't put it that way. You do bring a translation manual of mortar enemish into our wonderful country. But it's a Korean translation manual. Sorry for Yoonji's outburst, but the manual depicts the language of the territory occupied by Western imperialists. Imperialists? I didn't think the British ever invaded Korea. I thought it was all just one big Korea. So this guy's just really stupid. And I gave him my name. Man, do I feel dumb. I'm so glad you understand the situation. There's only one true Korea. Regardless, I'd like for you to work with Yunji. She'll help you get better with Korean. And you'll help her with English. She doesn't appear happy with that arrangement. She'll get used to it. I'm not doing voices at all, am I? I could. I know when I did it for Ascended Hearts, like my voice was shot for like a day afterwards. I read in my old translation manual that's polite to bow to new coworkers. I turn to Yunji and bow. Thanks for helping me with Korean. Why are you thank me? I'm only do dish help me better English. It's not like I do dish for a you, stupida. Either way, I appreciate it. Why are you? I know help you yeto. Hopefully that goes away pretty quickly. Now Yunji, you were so excited about our friend coming to visit. There's no need to be so rude to him. I hope he good English teacher. I feel terrible doing that voice. Hey J-Web, how's it going? Hopefully that goes away very quickly. It's time we went back to our barracks. You should be thankful. The top advisor on tourism recommended you stay with your guides instead of at a hotel. You did bring a lot of foreign cash though, as you suggested, yes? I did, though I'm not quite sure I understand why. Couldn't I just use my credit card? Be quicker than going to exchange all these bills for Korean won. They don't use won in North Korea. What do they use in North Korea? I forget. Plus, I feel funny having all these coins on me. Most everything you need has already been paid for in advance. However, the shops you will visit will want hard currency, and they'll prefer foreign bills to the won. Okay, so I'll be paying for things in my own currency then? I'm trying to think, you know, listen? Oh, listen. You know, listen? It's simple. No won, Dora only. Angie is pretty cute when she's grumpy. Her cheeks get all puffed up. I do feel a bit bad for her though. Og. Angie, would you prefer I just speak Korean? Why do you? My English no good for you? Let's just change it. Maybe it's a bit easier for now though. I guess I have to speak Korean from here on out. Okay, so we're just speaking Korean. Okay. Oh, we should take a picture together before we leave the airport. I get my phone out and take a picture of all of us. What did you just do? I just took your picture, that's all. No, get rid of it now. But you look so adorable, see? She's getting very upset. But now we're speaking Korean, so it doesn't matter, so she doesn't need my tutoring. Stop it, I'm not cute. Get rid of that photo now. I don't understand, it's just a picture. I'm sorry, but let me explain. In Korea, we do not allow photos of our military to be taken without permission, unless it's a national event in which it cannot be helped. I must ask you to please delete the photograph. Aw, can I keep it? It was a really good shot. Eunji looks so adorable being the only one so pouty. I show the photo to Jeong, who giggles just a little. He has a point. It is a pretty cute photo. Before I can say anything else, Eunji stomps over and swipes my phone. I'll save you the trouble. I guess Jeong... Oh. I guess the colors are different. I need to pay attention to that for the voices. I don't know what voice to do for her yet, when I'm not doing the stereotypical one. I asked Jeong for out. We were supposed to confiscate this anyway. But that's my brand new phone. No worries, you'll get it back at the end of your stay. I could make her... I'm trying to think what I did with like voices for Ascended Hearts. I could make one kind of... No, she wouldn't be Valley Girl. She would be annoying. Abrasive. I guess we could. Protocol hackers get you a suitable replacement. We'll see what we want to do here. Well, that'll work on our network. I'm pretty sure I saw 4 bars on my phone. It's best not to argue with her about this one. I guess it's not worth it. Yes, very true. Because I'm doing her slow and higher pitched. Please follow us to the car, and we'll take you to our place. Our superior should already have finished checking our luggage. We'll be able to relax. I could do her shrill and harsh, maybe. They lead me to a large, boxy automobile. See, I really should practice these voices ahead of time, so that way it's more refined when I actually get there. I guess if I was just recording instead of streaming it, I probably would have practiced with some of the voices before I actually jumped into it. Looks like a 1980s Soviet car, but with some modifications to the interior. We sit in the back, and I can't see anything outside. And I can't see into the front of the vehicle either. Kind of dark in here. I was hoping to see some of the cities as we drove. I'm afraid that, since we're taking you to our personal barracks, we can't let you see the route. It is forbidden by our illustrious leader that tourists do not know the way from the airport to military locations. Then why did they let me stay at your personal barracks? I need to shift this a little bit. They didn't make visual novels where the text at the top, because otherwise I feel like I'm looking down and then my eyes aren't level with the webcam. I guess if I mirrored it, it'd then be upside down. Okay, why did they still let me stay at personal barracks? I really gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these voices. Now I gotta do something. I can't just do my same one. I could slip in the Valley Girl like that. I hate that this one of my easy voices to do. I know. Stop questioning it. We'll do that. Well, this mix of Valley Girl and shrill. They told us to take you to stay with us, and we're doing so. Be grateful. Our place is better than any local hotel. I am grateful. Thank you for taking me in. I told you, stop thanking me. Not like we did it for you or anything. We were just following orders. I swear, I think she's blushed saying that. I think someone has a little crunch on you, Stooge. I'm not sure I get what you just said. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Stop that. Let's just listen to the radio. She flicks the dial on a very old-looking car radio. The first sound I hear is what I can only guess is a Korean guy singing some awful cover. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. Oh, it's the latest hit. Latest? Yes, we've heard that. It's very popular. That song 2016. The singer should do a tour here. And this is in 2017, so they're referencing that, and it was developed in 2016, so they're referencing it as the current year. Okay. I think the idea is they're both very stereotypical because this is a parody of visual novels. It's an exact parody of there's a game in there's a Japanese visual novel I thought was called Go Go something Nippon something. So somebody just made a spoof of it for North Korea as a joke. I think that might be hard for Freddie. Freddie, the original singer of this song, this was a huge hit in 1978. I'm certain you are wrong. We have it on good authority that this song was written by the glorious leader himself. We'll be gentle. Okay. It's a weird thing to say when you're doing a visual novel. Gently tell her the song is quite old. I'm sorry, but you weren't given accurate information. If you guys haven't confiscated my MP3 player, I can play you the track and show you on there. When I get my luggage back, that is. Silence falls. Oh good, we're almost there. The car is slowing down and turning into what I assume is their personal barracks. I can only guess though, since I can't see outside the car. The silence we've had since the radio incident is broken by a sharp noise. It appears Young is using more Freddie Mercury for her ringtone. Excuse me, I need to take this call. She turns around and jabbers away on her phone. I figure maybe I should speak to Yoonji. So, if I'm staying here, I'm guessing you guys must have extra rooms? Being a military base, I wouldn't think you'd have a lot of extra space. Hell, they were just barely phasing out those Quonset huts when I was going through boot camp. Don't stick me in a broom closet or something, alright? Don't be so ridiculous, dude. You won't be in a closet. Are all soldiers in America so dumb? No wonder Glorious Leader says we'll be conquering you soon. Did you just imply your country's planning on attacking my country? I give her a shocked look. I'd never heard of Koreans harboring hostile attitudes. Weren't we allies? This guy just legitimately doesn't understand that there's two Koreas. At some point, all must be Korea. It's part of a new initiative from our most high and honorable champion. Anyways, it is of no concern to you. Stop asking such silly things. I want you to enjoy your stay here. You'll see your sleeping quarters soon enough. Great, I can't wait. I'll leave it to you, Yoonji. Alright, here's Young getting off the phone. Distant times getting pretty awkward in here. Good news, the inspection of your luggage is complete. They found very little to remove, so there should be very little missing. Well, that's good news. I get my belongings when I leave back for home.
Jiang? Hey, I know. You're probably starving, right? Yoonji, what were you planning to make for dinner? I'm making dinner. I thought we were just taking him to the mess hall. How can you be so thoughtless? He's our guest. We should make a proper meal for him. It's okay. I don't mind hanging up the Korean chow hall. I mean, I'm fine with whatever you two want to do. You're poking the fun at me, aren't you? Well, switch voices already. Yoonji appears angry, well, even more angry than she had been. You don't think I can do it. You think my English is terrible and I can't even cook. That's not what I was saying. I'll show you. One home-cooked meal coming up. Well, I appreciate it. I'll make you eat your words and some kimchi. I actually really hate kimchi. I do not enjoy kimchi. I've only had it once and it was bad. So maybe just the one time I had it just wasn't well prepared. That is so sweet of you, Yoonji. You must really like Stooge. You haven't cooked anything in many months. Not since the time you burned the soba noodles. You always bring that up. Stop embarrassing me. I'm just glad you're cooking again. Looks like Stooge is already having a good influence on you. Before Yoonji can respond, there's a knock on our door. Jiang opens up to see the driver standing there. We have arrived. Please show the capitalist to his quarters. Thank you. Well, we're here. Let's head in. About a small stretch after the long journey. This isn't a military base. Jiang grabs my hand and starts leading into the room before me. She looks cute, even more so for a soldier, but she definitely has a strong grip. I mean, it's not like we don't have women on base, but none of them look like her. Jeez, I've got to stop thinking like that. It's just a vacation. Don't make it weird. Why's she sad? Are you okay, Stooge? What? Yes. I'm fine, thank you very much. But your face was so red. I thought you might have caught a fever. Oh no, it was, Jiang puts her hand to my forehead. Her hand is soft. Yeah, she's definitely not infantry. I remember the women I saw in infantry. I still have nightmares. That's not a nice thing to say. Jiang is so pretty, though. You're so hot, and you're sweating a little. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure. Really, I'm just, tired from the flight. Yeah, that's it. Tired from the flight. Thank goodness, I was worried. The stores have been out of ibuprofen for a few days now. I'm not sure how we could have treated a fever. She just slowly phases in. Hey, when you two are done, can you help with the tap? Stuck again, Jiang. Let me take care of that for you. This faucet has definitely seen better days. It looks like some of it is starting to rust pretty badly. Looks fine from here. I don't see anything on there. Hopefully the water is clean and safe to drink. Budget cuts always hit the guys at the bottom first, I guess. Takes some effort, but after a few tries, water manages to come out. I could have done it quicker myself. They show me around the private quarters. It's not too bad. A couple of bedrooms, a common room, kitchen, and bath. I need to finish preparing the dinner for tonight. Jiang will show you to your room. Again, Jiang grabs me by the hand and leads me to my room. Nice flag. Bedroom has scant amounts of decoration, and the windows are small, but do let some light in. On the bed is my suitcase, unharmed by the search and seizure ordeal. This will be your room for the week. I'll be staying in the other bedroom with Yoonji. I hope you find the room to your liking. Wait, are you telling me this is normally your room? Yes, but you needed a place to sleep. I don't mind staying in Yoonji's room for the week. We can think of it like what your American teenage girls say. Hey, sleepover. I can see Yoonji's bedroom across the hall. There's just one bed and it's not big enough for both of them. I can't put you out of your room and have you sleep on the floor. Do you have a sleeping bag or some extra blankets? I can go sleep on the floor in the common room. That is not needed. You're our guest. It would be dishonorable to have you sleep on the floor. Make yourself at home. We should have dinner ready soon. She smiles and walks out the door, leaving me in her room. I open my suitcase. Everything I neatly folded has been tossed around and crumpled up. Of course, I can't actually blame the Koreans for that. After all, I went through a couple different airports, including one with TSA security back in the States. Hell, the TSA broke my computer last time I tried to fly. Luckily, they took a hammer to my motherboard. Damn TSA. I'm relieved to see my comfy Tokyo Hotel t-shirt is still in there. Oh, Tokyo. I don't know what that is. I slip out of my travel clothes and toss it on with a pair of jeans. Not too long after I smell something fairly decent coming from the kitchen. I decide to head there and see if I can help. Excuse me. Actually, I need to check if I still had set up. Let me check something here. Testing, testing, testing. Nope. Actually, hold on. Test, test, test. Okay. My push mute does still work. I just need to remember what it was. If I cough again, I'll mute it. Don't worry. It'll be better. Okay. Both girls are there. Jiang has changed into more comfortable attire, but Yoonji is still dressed in her military uniform. Jiang must have heard me walk in as she turns to greet me. Oh, that's it. I keep noticing that thing under her eye. I think it's just supposed to be an extra hair, but for some reason it goes behind her eye. Ah, hi Stooge. Dinner isn't quite ready yet. That's okay. I thought I might be able to help. I don't need help from Western capitalists who don't know true Korean food. As she says this, she turns to face me and a shocked look crosses her face. What? What do you think you're doing? You can't wear that in Korea. You'd be shot on sight. Shot? For wearing blue jeans? So is Tokyo, was it just spelled wrong? Was it supposed to be like Japanese Tokyo? Is there a Tokyo? Is that like the name of a company in South Korea? No, we're advertising attraction of an enemy state. Jiang doesn't seem too pleased either. Wait, you mean the t-shirt? Fool, of course we mean the t-shirt. What were you thinking? Advertising a hotel from Japan here in Korea. Okay, they just spelled it wrong. But it's... Hold on. Tokyo Hotel is a German rock band founded in 2001 by singer Bill Kaulitz, guitarist Tom Kaulitz, drummer Gustav Schaefer, and bassist George Listing. Okay, it's a German band. Yay, Google. But it's not... Are you one of those idiots who thinks all our countries are the same? Japan falsely accuses our country of misconduct and hinders our foreign relations. Can I please get a word in? It might be best if you change and give us that shirt. We can burn it so no one will know you had it. I don't want you to be in trouble with our glorious leader in less than a day. It would also reflect poorly on us, so please change. If you'd let me explain. I can't believe our inspectors were so careless. It has nothing to do with Japan. Ugh, they just look confused now. It's not Japanese, it's a t-shirt for a German rock band. They're called Tokyo Hotel. A couple moments of silence follows before Yoonji speaks. Why are you still bringing that abomination? But I just told you it's for a German rock band. That's not really any better. Germany's not a friend of ours either. It really would be best to take it off and give it to us. Ugh, this. Alright, I'll go change. Oh, they're gonna see me with my shirt off. Are they gonna get even redder? No, remove it now and hand it to Young. We need to delete this so no one knows. I can't just put it back in my suitcase? Of course not. What if one of our superiors came and saw it? All three of us would get in trouble. Well, go take it off. Give me a minute. No, take it off here. Look at that face change. The other thing I hate, my screen's too big, so I'm looking down. I don't always see the faces. I need to shrink it probably. I need to be sure you don't try and hide it. Is Yoonji blushing? Geez, turn around first at least. I remove the shirt and hand it to Jiang. I go back and put on a plain white t-shirt instead. When I get back, my t-shirt is nowhere in sight. The girls are talking with each other. Thank you so much for changing. It would have been really awkward if Yoonji had to remove the shirt by force. It's best not to do anything that incur the anger of our glorious leader. I suppose, but still sucks that you burned my shirt. That was a gift from a buddy in Germany. Another military buddy, yes. Is she nice? Well, he seems to be nice. Wait, did you say she? Come to think of it, I never really did check if my German buddy was a guy or girl either. Is later Hosen a gender-specific gift? Does he just like mail and email back with random people and never figure out anything about them? Because I'm pondering if I've gender bent every overseas pen pal I've ever had. The lights flicker and go off. Well, there goes the lights again. What's it with the lights going out like this at the same time every day? Wait, this happens every day? Is this some sort of planned thing? We do not know, but the power does go off a lot. Usually they're for short periods of time. However, there's one that seems to happen every day at this time. It lasts a while, an hour or more usually. You mean to tell me you have daily power outages? You can even set your clocks to them? What in the world could be going on to lose power every day at the same time? Glorious leader says it is to reserve power in case the imperialist forces attempt to invade further inland towards us. We will have enough power for our bases to withstand the attacks. I'm not certain that makes any sense. Are you questioning the judgment of the Supreme Commander of Korea? Let's offer an alternative solution. I'm just thinking that maybe the bases would be better served with backup generators, along with a functional connection to a secondary power source for emergencies. Excuse me. That would give a better solution than cutting power every day. Shows what you know. Glorious leader earned his doctorate at the prestigious Pyongyang Institute of Technological Sciences. As long as it's determined your solution as unfeasible. Did he happen to explain why? No, he said not to worry about it. But no one in the world would ever be able to understand the genius in his plan. After all, he does hold a number of degrees in physics and discovered the 9th planet from the sun. But Pluto is not a planet any. Never mind, let's talk about something else. I don't think arguing will get them to see my point. So what do we do while we wait for electricity to come back on? I mean, I guess we could all just take a nap. You have group napping in the United States? Not really. Well, not at least after kindergarten. But I just meant it would be a way to pass the time, not as a group activity. We are missing some of the ingredients for the kimchi. We could walk to the local mart and see if there's any there to pick up. Unless you prefer unseasoned kimchi. I do know most Americans are not accustomed to eating spicier foods. They clearly do not teach you about Tex-Mex or Cajun cuisine, do they? Of course not. American cuisine is an abomination. Flavorless, colorless, lifeless, all processed at speedy slop joints. Like King Donald's. It's amongst the most inferior cooking in the world. I really don't feel like correcting your myopic view of American food. Let's all just go get the ingredients you need. Yes, let's all get along. We're all friends here. It's a bit of a walk to market to get what we need. We're walking? I figured we'd ride in the See No Korea, Hear No Korea, Speak No Korea mobile again. Why the attitude? You're in the military. You know we can freely allow foreigners to see direct routes between points. But walking from our barracks to a market gains you no useful information. He does have, what do Westerners call it? Spunk. Yes, I think that's it. But come along. Let's go get what Yoonji needs. She grabs my hand and I climb up again. I can't say I'm unhappy, but I'm not great with girls. But it doesn't seem Jeong has a problem with grasping my hand. Maybe she's unaware of what holding hands means. But I'm not surprised since this is the 3rd time she's done it. What is surprising that I feel my other hand being grabbed. I turn to that side and see Yoonji has claimed that hand for herself. She notices I've seen her and she blushes. Don't get me wrong or anything. I'm not doing this because I want to. I just want to make sure you don't go running off. We'd get in big trouble if you were found walking around without a guide. So I'm just leading you. Don't make anything out of it, okay? Appearing Yoonji, on the other hand, is fully aware of what holding hands can mean. Thanks for looking out for me. I roll my eyes when she's not looking. Stop saying weird things like that. I told you, I'm just making sure you don't get lost. They both head out the door with me in tow. Let's save it, just be safe here. Classified. I want to see if I go to extras. Okay, still nothing shows up here. Okay. About 20 minutes later, we're outside a small market. I was going to gauge it to see how far in the game we really were, but I'd assume nothing major's really happened yet. So. I noticed that we aren't really in the city, more like the outskirts. We aren't actually in Pyongyang, are we? No, our barracks is on the outside of the city proper. We'll be going in to visit the city instead of staying in the city. I thought all visitors were supposed to be in this city. I already told you the glorious leader made an exception for you. Now let's hurry and go in. It's a well-stocked shop. As we walk in, the shopkeeper quickly turns away as he sees me. We start looking around for what Yoonji needs to finish the kimchi. She mentioned green onions to me, so I made a beeline for the produce. Look at how well-stocked the store is. We should have no problem getting what you need, Yoonji. Korean stores are always so full of delicious and lovingly grown produce. Something seemed off there. Young has been more casual with how she talks. That last line seemed forced. I think I know why as I find the produce. A cursory glance would only give you the impression of having a well-stocked stand of vegetables. Upon closer inspection, though... Plastic? What are you muttering over there? Half of this food isn't real. I mean, this rash right here, it's too shiny. I really don't think the FDA has a recommended daily allowance of plastic. They don't seem to be listening too much and they continue looking for ingredients. Looking at the wall where the canned goods are gives a similar impression. Closer inspection is all that takes to see what it is. The shelves over there don't even look like there's real food on them. I've seen better artwork in a no-budget visual novel where developers skimped on paying artists. I'll do the voices the entire time. Like, that's not an issue. It's finding the right voice. And what threw me off when I did Ascended Hearts, what, 3-4 months ago at this point, was there was like 5 different girls involved in that story. And keeping them straight when they were having conversations with each other really threw me off. And I couldn't keep those straight. This should be pretty much easy if it's just 2 girls and the guy for most of it, which I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. But I keep messing up words. See better artwork in a no-budget visual novel where the developers skimp on paying artists. John walks over me with a worried look. We're almost done, please. Please don't say anything else. This is something that you do not understand, and speaking on it, it's no good. No good? Fine, I'll be a good little soldier. Not up or shut up now, forget, I guess. For now, I guess. Jiang smiles at that, though it's tough to tell if it's a smile or relief or nervousness. Yonji walks over to us. Hey, I left my wallet back at the house. Did you bring yours, Jiang? No, I thought you had yours. One of us will have to go back and get the money. Wait, it's okay. I brought my wallet. We never did exchange any of my cash for won. Will you be okay with American dollars? Yes, though I think this shopkeeper prefers euros. He'll still take American money. Give me your wallet and I'll go pay. I hand her my wallet and she walks back to the shopkeeper. She comes back and I check the billfold area. It doesn't appear to be too ravaged. $1.50 can barely buy soda on base. Fresh produce is basically unheard of. Hell, even that plastic food looks better than some of the stuff I've had on base. Well, with this settled, let's go back to the barracks. We're getting the North Korea tropes out of the way, I think, and then we're going to get to the visual novel tropes shortly after that, I would hope. 20 minutes later, we're back at the barracks. The power's back on, and Yoonji gets right to work finishing the kimchi. Jiyoung has turned on the radio. Thank you for tuning into One Korea, One Voice. Here's today's top story. Our glorious leader took a well-deserved day off today by playing a round of golf at Pyongyang Old Course number 1. He's a hole-in-one, yada yada yada. This is a news story from like 3 years ago. As expected of the son of our beloved former leader, shares his father's natural talent for golf. Our glorious leader broke his father's record with a 40 under par 32 for the round. Included his round was a streak of 9 holes in 1, a feat only he has ever done in the world. Guess the glorious leader missed his true calling of dominating the world tour of professional golfers. Dinner is ready. Jiang turns off the radio as we both walk over to the dining table. Dinner does look good. Yoonji has made a traditional kimchi along with kongbap. Southerners would call it beans and rice. Wow, this looks delicious, Yoonji. She blesses a little at my praise. It's kind of cute. Uh-oh, he's gonna say Japanese. Well then, itadakimasu. He's gonna freak out, right? Wait, what was that? You know, itadakimasu, that thing said before every meal. Something about it, I take this food, thanks for making it, right? Idiot. You're mixing Eurasian countries. That's Japanese. In Korean, it would be Jamogutsamnida. Okay. And honestly, we don't do that very often. Often? Try it all. It gets annoying hearing that before every meal. Can I at least say it once? I'd rather you not pick up that habit. Just say thanks and eat. Well, thanks, Yoonji. The rest of the meal is eaten in silence, but the food is pretty good. Yoonji can definitely cook. Afterwards, I help clear the table and wash the dishes. The girls protested a little, but seemed grateful in the end. It's getting late, though. I think it's time to turn in for the night. Tomorrow we'll present you with some places to go, and one of us will escort you there. Just one of you, why not both? 3 is a crowd. Plus, one of us has to clean up around here some, and maybe go to the store to pick up a sleeping mat. Sorry again about the bedroom. I'll try and get some rest, but I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. Yes, I am as well, but we do need rest. Good night, Jiyoung. Good night, Yoonji. Sweet dreams. Uh-oh, I can't do both voices at once. Sweet dreams. I tried to mix it and that did not work. They both leave the room, but Yoonji pops her head back in quickly. Oh yeah, it's Thursday. We have artillery drills tonight. Don't let it scare you. She snickers. Oh yeah, I'll be. Wait, what? Sweet dream. Her English really is terrible. I like that they did the actual. Hold on. Can I go back? Can I see that again? They did the actual like closing eye thing rather than just like a complete fade to black. It's a good little touch. Good morning, drill instructor. I don't remember setting an alarm last night. Not like I need the reminder that I'm in Korea. I've rubbed my eyes for a few minutes. I take a look around. The sun isn't even visible yet. There's a pre-dawn glow creeping over the horizon. Looks like the alarm is blaring from a cell phone sitting on my nightstand. It looks like something out of the 80s. I flip it open, it's set to 5:30. 5 goddamn 30. Who sets an alarm this early? Oh good, you are awake, and I see you found your new phone. For someone as curvy as Jiang, she sure can be sneaky when moving. Yes, I sure did. I think everyone base could hear this thing go off. It's the latest model of innovative technology. Even the citizens of Korea aren't able to get such a phone yet. Consider it a welcoming gift from our government to you. She gives a bright smile to me as she says this. Thanks. Yoonji is making breakfast, so please clean up and come out soon. As she exits the room, I finally take a good long look at my new phone. It's a Motorola Dintac model. If they spell Motorola wrong, it's a knockoff, I guess. That's a joke. What in the? This phone would have been new about 30 years ago. In terms of cellular technology, this thing is ancient. I mean, fossilized dinosaur shit ancient. This sucks. I just bought my phone only a month ago. I wonder where it is. Some North Korean officials probably swiping through all my stuff as we speak. Elsewhere. I'm telling you, this is the newest model. Sleekback casing, the 64 gig memory model. Nice. I don't care how many gigs of RAM it has. The thing goes through a full battery charge in like 2 hours. And you drop the thing half a meter onto the pillow and the screen shatters. At least I can stream movies. Like I want to see another rerun of 101 War Memorials to see in Pyongyang. Fair enough, into the trash it goes. So that was them going through my phone. Oh, that was his imagination. Yeah, probably something like that. Well, at least this one can take pictures. Low quality, low resolution pictures that can't be enlarged into decent prints. Well, who gets prints anymore? I wonder what contacts are on here and if I can add my own. There only appears to be 2 contacts, Jiang and Yoonji. Maybe I can add my cousin to the list for quick texting. How do you even go about password protecting the contacts? I can't even add anyone to this phone. Frustrated, I head towards the bathroom. Oh, I thought we were gonna walk in on somebody. Well, at least this is something they are up to date with in North Korea. It's pretty ordinary. Ordinary sink, an ordinary shower. It's actually not a bad shower. There's no distinguishing it. Is there a way, can you hide that? Hold on. Is there a, no, okay. I was see, is there a way to hide this? Because I want to see the tile. If there's a thing in the shower that like separates the actual shower from the rest of the bathroom, if there's not, the water's just gonna run out. That's terrible. Really, really ordinary toilet. I mean, there's nothing special about this toilet at all. Wet porcelain flush handle looks like an older 3.5 gallons per flush model. Completely inauspicious. No fancy buttons to push or anything that might attack me like a dream drencher or water gun. Seriously, I cannot express how plain and ordinary this toilet is. This is weird. Geez, this place must be getting to me. I'm pondering the existential properties of the goddamn latrines here. I guess I'll take a quick shower. Okay, there was a... I saw it in the transition there. There was a lip between the... There was a different tile in the regular bathroom and the shower. Very good. See it? There it goes. Gone. After showering, you hear a voice coming from the kitchen. Are you gonna come out for breakfast anytime soon? Or are you gonna waste this month's entire water ration? I don't think I took any longer in the restroom than normal. You took 2 minutes staring at the toilet alone. What? Do you have cameras in the bathroom? Come on. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Does that mean she watched me in the shower? Now get over here so we can all have breakfast. I'll be right there. After yesterday's debacle with my Tokyo Hotel t-shirt, I've decided to stick to plain clothing. A pair of tan cargo pants and a blue t-shirt should be fine, right? I'm trying to think, do those colors mean anything? Donning my clothing, I head over to the table for breakfast. Good morning. I hope you rested well. As well as can be expected for the first night in a new place. I'm used to it though, so it's all good. So glad to hear it. Your seat is at that end. If you'd be so kind, we can serve you. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. The 2 girls will be sitting on either side of me. Yoonji brings out a plate of cool noodles. Whoops, I went too fast. Rice gruel and what appears to be some beef in a sauce. Once everyone is seated, we begin eating. How can they eat when they're that close to each other? Their hands are really small. I've never had cold noodles for breakfast before. It's okay. Doesn't compare to cold pizza, but still, not bad. Well, I'm so glad you were able to compare my handmade meal with leftover American takeout. Don't be like that. I'd take handmade meals over takeout any day.
Yes, Yoonji. I don't think he meant anything by it.
Whatever. We finished eating. I helped clean up the dishes despite their protests.
I feel bad letting you clean up after breakfast alone.
You're our guest. You should be relaxing. It's okay, really. I'm used to KP duty. I remember this one time, oh man, Gunny was so pissed, he had me cutting potatoes all night. After like hour 4, I was so in the zone, I swear to God, I almost peeled a grenade that fell in the box. Besides, the quicker you both get done, the quicker we get out and explore. What are you pointing?
We're all Westerners so forgetful. We told you yesterday only one of us could go with you each day. One of us has to stay behind in case the glorious leader calls and needs us.
Right. Sorry, I had forgotten.
We have a list of potential places you're allowed to visit here. Each day you can pick an area and one of us will accompany you there.
How will you know who gets to go? I don't have to pick between the two of you, do I? Because seriously, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here.
You don't have to worry about a thing. We each have our own areas that we know more about than the other.
I thought that was going to be... That might be one of the choices that, you know, you pick which girl you hang out with. I'm assuming at some point that'll come up like every visual novel, and that's like your choice. I didn't look up ahead of time to see if there's... I would assume there's, you know, a Jeong ending, an Eunji ending, a completely biff it up ending, where you blow the entire thing, and some occasionally have the harem ending, but I don't... We'll see. I don't think there's probably going to be 4 endings to this, but we'll see.
So whichever area you select, the one most suited to taking you there will go with you.
I guess that makes sense.
Great. Can we quit the tutorial now and pick a date place already?
Did you just say date place?
Is that not correct?
Yeah, let me look at that map.
Certainly. Here you go.
Jeong hands me a piece of paper. It's in pretty rough shape. Best Korea. Evil that way's Japan. South Korea, China. I realize I have to fill out a ditto sheet while on vacation.
What are you blabbering on now about?
That was really wrong. I said that in the wrong order. I'm commenting on this pitiful excuse for a map you've given me. It looks like something in elementary school with no funding for a decent photocopy would print.
I'll have you know that map was printed by the prestigious brigade of Korean cartographers, using the finest machines in printing technology.
If you say so.
Shut up and pick a date location already.
Sorry, didn't do a voice for the first half of a sentence. Oh, so we are ending up picking who we go out with. So we've got 1, 2, 3 options for her, 3 options for her. So I guess we are kind of picking, and if it's a week, I don't know if we have a full 7 days. Let's go down here first. Bikini Spirits here. 2 by cabbage, salt, bullets, rice. Anything else? Let's go down to Kaesong. A tad curious as I look at the map. Something about there being a wall built by our president along the border of the occupied territory, according to Yoonji. Looks like it's directing me to a place called Kaesong, which appears to be pretty close to where I thought I was going in the first place. How about we head over to Kaesong? Anything interesting there? I'm assuming there is since it's on this map. Music just like ramped up.
Kaesong should be a suitable destination for an outing. It does take a bit of time to get there, however. We should prepare ourselves immediately.
Can do. What's their place revisiting?
Kaesong is boring. It's mostly history and some industry. If you like temples and academies, then you'll be quite happy there.
Well, sure. Temples and academies can be pretty fun things to see. It's good to know where your culture comes from.
I have no need of any history before our beloved original leader finally let us out of the Dark Ages and overthrew our oppressors. Which is why you'll never get anywhere in the tourism brigade. Your lack of respect for our entire history prevents you from ever getting promoted beyond Hagu Pyeongsa. Well, excuse me if I don't find where some long-dead ancestor kept his chamber pot very interesting or noteworthy.
Please tell me where we're going doesn't require me to dig my own latrine.
Make certain you cover it back up with a mound of dirt when you're finished.
That was a joke, right? Yoonji, she was just teasing me, right?
I honestly don't know. My rank doesn't allow me to take tours to Kaesong. Thank the original leader.
I don't suppose I can change our destination now, can I?
No, in fact I already sent a text message to the driver and he'll be here soon. Best make use of the time to go get ready.
I guess I should gather my stuff then.
Pfft. Have fun looking at statues. Heh, I may even have some caffeine pills around here to keep you awake on the tour.
I actually like historical destinations though. Why would anyone want to see some old buildings and read a bunch of plaques that have information that you can read that has? That's bad. It should be a bunch of plaques that have information you can read in your library book. You get a sense of history and of what your ancestors went through. I can't tell you how many times I've visited Gettysburg. Is it a boring temple or lame academy? No, it's a battlefield from when my country was at war with itself. The North one. Something you wouldn't be familiar with. Cough. Interesting. If I ever go to America, I should visit there and learn about any strategies the North had. And see if we can adopt it from when we have the foot off the occupiers south of true Korea. I don't think you'll get much useful info. War was back in the 1860s. No planes, tanks, or M16s. Never mind then. Just go get ready for your date. It's not a date. Keep telling yourself that, and you might start believing it. Well, I guess I'll get ready. Some historical sites can be interesting. It kind of really depends on what you're doing there. I mean, I've not been to Gettysburg. A bunch of people at work, they actually had like a leadership seminar thing there. And like, I didn't end up going. And I don't know, it just seemed kind of eh. But some stuff's kind of interesting historically. It really depends on what you're looking at. This music really did get louder. It's probably still fine. We're on our way to Kaesong. A won for your thoughts. I don't think it's much of an exchange rate, as I believe the won is worth less than a penny. I haven't checked the rate lately, but I thought it was an English expression. Close enough, I suppose. I wasn't really thinking of anything in particular. May I ask you something? Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. You had best not lie to me. I'll have you know I rank top in my class in information extraction. Calm down, Guantanamo girl, it's just an expression. I certainly hope so. I do not do well with liars. Your question? Why did you agree to come to Korea? I know we had some nice conversation in our letters, but we had no real hope of you visiting. Well, I figured it might be fun to see a new country. I spent the better part of my past few years between a couple deserts. I thought maybe Korea would be a nice change. Was there any other reason? Considering I thought you and Yoonji were guys, I figured we'd go out drinking. Maybe play wingman for each other as we tried to score girls. So you admit you wanted to pick up women in Korea? Well, I did say I'll tell you no lies. Of course I did. Most guys think about going out somewhere and picking up women. It's really not a secret. I suppose I'm expecting to get picked up myself. Is it so bad that you're staying with us and you aren't able to go out on the town and find women? Of course not. I mean, I wasn't expecting it at all, but I'm having fun. Plus, I don't even have to put any effort into picking up women since they've already picked me up. Convenient. Are you implying that we're trying to pick you up? Huh, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. You do have a certain appeal, I'll admit. I'm not sure why. Maybe your mere presence is the cause. Like you came to our country and everything started revolving around you. Maybe. I do feel like I'm being watched constantly. I have no idea what you're talking about. We certainly don't have CCTV working in our humble little home. I didn't mean like that, but now I'm going to search my entire room when we get back from this outing. You won't find any candy. Yes, that's it. Yoonji's the one who hides candy, not me. Maybe we should talk about something else. Something that doesn't make me think I'm being monitored 24/7. Well, it certainly can't be 24/7 since we have regular power outages and Yoonji hasn't been able to fix that generator yet. Ha, good one. So, what's there to do at Kaesong? Kaesong was the capital area of the Korean peninsula that was called Songdo during the dynasty periods. There's a lot of tombs to those ancient kings, but you can't reach most of them. There are museums, however, as well as some temples. Due to its location in the occupied Korean territory, it also has a joint light industrial park, but most of the workers are from true Korea. They should all be. They don't let people cross. Wouldn't that be a bit awkward, working with people from over a heavily patrolled border who go back to a different lifestyle? I do not know, but I guess it would seem to make for a very silent working environment. Probably so. Anyway, is there any particular place you think we should go visit? The old south gate of Nandaemon would be an ideal place to start. It would likely remind you of typical East Asian structures you associate with the region. There's also Songgyeongwan, which houses the Koryo Museum, named for the dynasty it represents. Songgyeongwan, that's a mouthful. Close enough. But the most interesting, I don't know why I clicked. The most interesting thing is likely to be a tour of the city itself. Most of the historical district isn't exactly in, how would you put it, upper tip shape? Close, that's tip-top shape. But a lot of it is run down then, huh? The voices aren't too bad. It helps me, I mean, I'll slip in and out of it. It helps make the reading, like, differentiate between the characters a bit. I mean, I guess if you're playing this by yourself, you're not saying anything out loud, so you just do the voices in your head. Here, I just do them out loud, make it a little bit better. Yes, with the current needs of our country being focused on more explosive concerns. Ahem. Preserving older buildings has fallen on the list of priorities. Nevertheless, the trip there will take some time. How should we amuse ourselves? Well, I guess we could play some sort of travel game, like I Spy or something. Are you admitting to being a spy? I should have taken you to the military police at once. I should have you taken to the military police at once. What? No, I'm not a spy. The game is called I Spy. You pick an object and say, I spy with my little eye something meh. And then you give a hint, usually a color. Are you making fun of my eyes now? My eyes are hardly little. I can see how you and Ayunji are related. Wait, I didn't realize they were related. Look, it's just an expression in the game is all. There's nothing malicious about it. Maybe not. Okay, I'll go first. I spy with my little eye something black. The car? No, not the car. The fragments of pavement you pass off as a road? Yawn. No, and it'll be fixed in the future. Something black, something black. The driver's hair? Hey, Zhang, I was right. Oh. Wait. Looks like the something black was the back of her eyelids or the darkness they produce. Bet she was still tired, or maybe car rides do that to her. Wait. Oh, she fell asleep. There's just not like a picture of it. Okay. Man, I remember good old Private Daily. 5 minutes into ride, he'd be out cold. Of course, we always made sure to mark him up with a black marker. The extra laps were worth the look on his face when Sergeant would get to him in rank. The road may suck ass, but the view isn't so bad once you get out of civilization into the woods. Just hope the car doesn't break down, because I highly doubt there are any repair shops out here. That's one thing I miss about the US. You couldn't walk 5 feet without tripping over a gas station or a mechanic. That's not true at all. Out here, if we broke down, I think the only thing we would see would be bears. Or maybe Korean army members hunting bears. Or hunting tourists to feed to the bears. Mumbo mumbo, glorious leader, mumbo. Invented karate, martial arts. I'm sure he did. I think the only exercise the glorious leader gets is the 15 feet he has to walk down the buffet table. Mumbo mumbo, glorious leader prefers family-style meals. Please stop reading my thought boxes or I'll be forced to think of things you might not want to see. Mumbo, already know your favorite things. Yes, they're real. Talking about, oh, come on. We're talking about her boobs. That's inappropriate. If I let you use my lap as a pillow, will you go back to sleep and stop reading my thoughts? Deal. Jiang puts her head in my lap and I gently stroke her hair. It's really silky. I have to admit, it is nice to be the one being pursued instead of chasing the girls for once. With Jiang asleep, there's not much else to do. I'm not tired, so I don't really want to go to sleep, but I don't want to wake up Jiang by playing the radio. Now, staring out the window is pretty, but also not all that varied. That leaves one option. I'm gonna talk to the driver. Is the driver also a woman? How long have you been the driver for the two ladies? Sorry, just trying to make conversation. Jiang's asleep and you're the only other person in the car. I see, the strong silent type. I can respect that. Humph. Well, this has been a good conversation. I'll be here if you need me. I didn't exactly pass much time. I suppose I could sleep, but that seems to be such a cheap way of passing time. Like an easy out for a lazy visual novel writer. Screw it, the scene is long enough, I'm going to sleep. Wake up, we're here! Well, that was kind of refreshing. Though I think my legs fell asleep. Your lap was passably comfortable. I may require the use of it again for the ride home. You have a funny way of asking to sleep on my lap again. I wasn't asking. I surrender. Yay, now on to Kaesong. We step out of the car and I'm immediately greeted by a large wooden gate. It's actually pretty massive and towers over all of the other things nearby. Wait. Towers over all... First of all, that's not a wooden gate. That's stone. That's wood up there. And it's clearly not towering over these buildings. Terrible. I had the driver take us to the Kaesong Namdaemun, which is the south gate to the old walled city of Kaesong, and the only citadel gate to have survived to the present day. Really well preserved for being centuries old. I'm impressed. While the base is original, the wooden pavilion is not. The original was destroyed by a certain capitalist country in 1950 during one of its illegal bombing missions. The construction you see before you is a replication finished in 1954. I now feel both awed and guilty, since I'm pretty certain you all but said the United States destroyed it. Do you know of any other certain capitalist countries? Sure, England, Japan, France, Germany, Canada. No wait, Canada is basically the snow socialist. Anyway, tell me more about the gate. The gatehouse is the Yongbok Bell, which was brought over here after it was reclaimed from the ashes of the Yongbok Temple in the fire of 1563. It's used to chime out the hours into the 20th century. That's pretty cool. Does anyone ring it now? Like maybe you make a wish and ring it to have it come true? Where do you come up with silly ideas like that? Gotta take off, J-Web? Well, thanks for hanging out for as long as you did. I'm probably, like, this will be up on Twitch, the entire VOD will, but I think I'm probably just gonna take whatever I play through tonight and upload it to YouTube overnight. So it'll be there as well. So if you want to check it out, it'll be there for you too. And like I said, I don't know if I'll finish this entire game. If I don't finish it tonight, I'll probably stream again tomorrow and finish it off. But take care. I'll see you later. Uh-oh, where was I? I think I read about a visual novel somewhere. A really familiar visual novel. That's probably the Japanese one they're making fun of here. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy seeing that first. What would you like to see next? Any suggestions? Well, there's the Anwasa Buddhist Temple, as well as the Koryo Museum. Would either of those be okay for you? Let's check out the temple. This might seem like the biggest cliche ever, but let's go to the Anwasa Temple. I don't understand. Why would that be a cliche? Asia, Buddhist temple, cute girl. This is something out of literally every anime. I'm afraid I left my I don't know what that. I left my Joseon at home. Your what now? Kimono? Okay, yeah. It's kind of like the kimonos worn by those filthy enemy occupiers on an island nation east of here. Seriously, that occupation was ages ago. Take a page from the German playbook and let it go already. Oh, nobody's ever really over it. Just you wait. My last name isn't Kowalski then. You know, you never told me your last name. Oh really? Well, you'll think it's silly. No, I won't. Come on, tell me. Lemore. I got it from my dad. He was a tanker in the army, but well, he got killed in this weird tanking accident. Whoop. Something about his squad leader finding him butt naked and crushed by a Sherman. No, they're making reference to, oh, was that the guy's name in, Panzer Medals? I think it was. I never actually played that. I watched somebody else play that. But I think they're referencing Panzer Medals. What was he doing naked with the tank? Beats me. The Corps can do weird things to a man. Anyway, let's keep this going. Because I don't remember the name of the characters, but I think this might be the same company that made that. Or published it. Follow me then. And here we are at Anwasa Temple. You didn't tell me we had to climb half a mountain to get here. And you seriously didn't have to force march us here either. It's like the Crucible all over again. Don't you feel your soul cleansed by the rapid journey here, though? What I feel is I need a shower after sweating my way up Mount Songgok. And what was with that airstrip in the sheds? Could we have flown up here? The evil Nipponese used this mountain as a staging ground to invade China during their illegal occupation of our country during the Second International War. The airstrips and sheds still remain there today. I get it, you hate the Japanese, no need to flavor text it every time. Though if you hate them so much, couldn't you have knocked the shed down? I mean, it's probably one of the most sturdily constructed buildings in the country, I know, but a little semtex and it'll fall. I'm sorry, just a harsh part of our country's history. Tell me a bit about the temple then. I will. Allow me to collect myself. I'll be just a few minutes. I hope I didn't upset her too much. I get that Korea and Japan have a rather strained history together, but I do have some very good Japanese friends, and I don't like them being trashed on. Well, and my room in Camp Pendleton is full of Japanese stuff too. Anyway, the view up here isn't so bad. Mount Songgok is actually a small volcanic mountain on an island outside Kaesong proper. The temple itself appears partly damaged, but other than that, it's no worse for wear. Okay, I'm ready to tell you a bit about the temple now. Glad you're feeling better. Sorry again, I know that's a sore spot historically. That's okay. You'll see it our way eventually, Jung smiles as she says this. Somehow it's both adorable and unnerving at the same time. But to be fair, our countries have had many things in common. Have you ever seen a traditional Korean dress? Like a kimono? We call it jiosonat. I'm not saying that, I'm sure. I would show you, but sadly I left mine at home. What do they look like? How'd I explain it? Something like a cross between a Western dress and a kimono. The waistline is typically much higher, like across your chest, but still has very loose sleeves. Oh, that sounds pretty. I bet you look amazing in yours. Well, I always have trouble getting mine to fit. I have to keep taking out the chest some. Anyway, what can you tell me about the temple? Ah yes, the Anwasa Temple is found 930 AD in the Koryo Dynasty. Oh, sorry, I almost just closed the stream out. Whoopsie. There's no music playing now, is there? Yeah. The music in the back seems to just vary greatly. Hold on. During America's war against the true Korea, it suffered structural damage, primarily the destruction of Myeongbu Hall. However, a stone pagoda dating to the original Koryo Dynasty temple along with Taeyong Hall remain. Wow, that's a good amount of history for this trip. Would you like to see a little more of the temple before we head somewhere else? Sure, sounds like a good idea. Jong takes me by the hand and leads me around the small temple, explaining different bits of historical information as we go. And it's the only temple to have survived the Americans' aggressive actions against us. I nod and smile as we go. It doesn't take too much longer, as the temple isn't all that big. You must be hungry after climbing and exploring this temple. Want to go to the Kaesong Kuksu house and share a meal? That sounds great. Let's head back. Getting past mid-afternoon by the time we get to the Kaesong Kuksu house. It didn't take long to get a table, though. Didn't get long to get a table, though we're not alone. The population is sparse. The fare is as expected. Now the music ramped back up. Fare is as expected, traditional Korean fare. And of course, it comes with plenty of kim. I can't stand this stuff anymore. I can't say the word. Oddly enough, when the food comes out, it's plentiful. I mean, this is only a rough estimate, but main course is probably the equivalent of a full day's worth of food for your average Korean. I wonder why they're so intent on impressing me, but not feeding their own people. So, how does your meal taste so far? It's amazing, really delicious, and so much of it. Especially the kimchi. Kaesong is known for having very flavorful foods, likely from the influence of being so near to a bunch of invaders holding half our country hostage. South Korean influence, huh? Occupied Korean influence. The Kaesong region is also the primary agricultural area of true Korea. Is that why my meal rivals the size of one I get at a Texas steakhouse? Not really. We just want to make our guests feel at home. After all, doesn't your country put on a good impression for visiting tourists? Not really, unless they have some sort of diplomatic immunity and a hotline to their country's coffers. That's a shame. You should treat foreigners better. Well, they aren't mistreated or anything, but they certainly aren't given cute escorts. Truthfully, Jeong, why am I getting treated like someone special? I'm just a Marine with a nice set of abs. You're unusually perceptive for a protagonist, except you didn't realize there's two Koreas. I get that a lot. True Korea doesn't get many tourists. For some reason, we've been labeled as an enemy state of most of the world. And the things foreign leaders say about our glorious leader, all lies. So a few tourists you get, you try extra hard to leave a good impression? That's not true for a lot of tourists that go there. Then you hope they go home and dispel the rumors regarding Korea? Precisely. Plus you're military, so if you go back and spread the word that Korea is a good place, maybe it'll work its way to some important people. Not sure how much stock they put in a 1171 Water Dog's opinion on international affairs. Alright, I'd read of your naval animal units. They're quite renowned. Even we in true Korea can respect their skill. I remember you told me about being a water dog in our letters. I was enamored, I must admit. Yeah, sure, haha, that's us, the elite water dogs. Well, I guess there's one advantage to not having internet access in the country. Either way, I don't think my opinion carries much weight. That's a shame. Still, maybe your comrades will want to come after hearing how nice it is in Korea. Will they get cute girl escorts? Sadly, no. You are a special case. The tourist agency overbooked, so we had to take you on as an individual. It's not normal for you to stay with us and get such attention. Guess I got lucky for once in my life. My squad mates are going to be so jealous. I'll take that as a compliment. You should. I smile at her and she blushes in return. And what about Yoonji? Wouldn't they be jealous if you told them about her too? Of course they would. I mean, if you see Marines on deployment, they'd ask anyone as friendly as a Yoonji for a drink. She's that beautiful? I'll just say that Yoonji could have her pick of the entire deployment from Operation Iraqi Freedom. Muffled voice. Gasp. But oh, it was blue, so it was a Yoonji, and she's here. She's just sneaking around hiding. What was that? It sounded like someone gasped. Oh, nothing. That was a sneeze. Yes, gas chew. Jiang is clearly lying. What's more, she's fidgeting under the table. Of course, once the Yoonji opens her mouth, many guys would run off. I hate you so much. I thought so. Jiang, are you letting Yoonji eavesdrop on our conversation via your cell phone? I am, as you would say, dusted. That's busted. You Americans have so many odd sayings. Stop deflecting. You still with us, Yoonji? Anyway, you're both great, okay? You'll both be very popular in the US, our character artist assured us. See you when we get home, Yoonji. So they probably mentioned it, I just skipped it over. They're sisters. So that makes the Harriman thing probably a little bit more unlikely, I would hope. Because that'd be kind of weird. Bye, sister. Bye, jerk. That seems uncalled for. Don't mind her. It's how she shows her affection, praying the one she loves the most. After this, Jiang hangs up and puts her phone away, and we continue our meal. I can't tell, but I think Jiang seems happy, but conflicted. I don't think she wants to talk about it, though. Once we get through dessert, I pay and we head out. The car is waiting for us. It's getting late, and the drive is pretty long. We should head back. Agreed. Yoonji might worry about you if we stay too late. Don't sell yourself short. She's more worried about you. Is that so? Yes. She's really taken a liking to you, I think. She's just bad at showing her feelings. And how do you feel about that? I'd hope you'd be interested in her too. You seem a nice guy, and suited to her. Sounds like someone else isn't honest with herself either. We'll gather no more intel from me right now. Prepare your lap. I require its use for a nap. Go ahead. Jiang lays her head in my lap for the ride home. It's very relaxing. Coupled with the long ride, I think I might nap as well. I'll probably need the extra sleep to deal with this tsundere sunshine when we get back home anyway. I always say that word wrong. I can't say I dislike this, having two girls who seem generally interested in me. But they live in North Korea. I can't move here. I'll be branded a traitor, and I doubt either of them would be allowed to leave. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's nothing to worry about now, though. Time for rest. Day 2, he's already worried about like taking the girls home with him, or staying here forever. That's probably pretty weird. It's been about an hour since we arrived from our first date expedition in Korea. Yoonji has insisted on cooking dinner for everyone, and Jiang is in her room writing in her diary. I'm sprawled out on the floor, just staring at the ceiling. It's gray. Looks like the roof may have leaked in the top, as I think there's some mold damage. To be honest, I'm a bit bored. I heard that Korea had a thriving nightlife scene. Apparently it's all in Seoul. Seoul, I don't know why I said Seoul. All in Seoul. I wonder if, well, if you said that Seoul, I'm probably saying, because of that just be Jong? Seoul. No, there's no U, what am I doing? Seoul, in what Jong and Unji call the occupied area of their country. It appears my friends are from the northern half of the peninsula. You just realized that? And Pyongyang is anything but a nightlife paradise. Quite the opposite. There's pretty much what amounts to a curfew law here. So instead of knocking back to feed the ladies, I'm staring at the ceiling. Sighing, I figure I'll go say hi to Zhong and make my way to Yoonji's room where I knock on the door. Hi Zhong, how goes the writing? Not so bad. Just trying to keep track of your trip so I can reflect on it for years to come. Sounds nice. Can I take a look at it? Of course not. A woman's journal is sacred. No man should be looking at it. Journal is a pretty sophisticated name for a diary. I suppose so. I guess I just like the word better. It sounds like something an adult would keep, as opposed to a high school girl depicted as being over 18. That seems like an awfully specific example, but I think I get where you're going. I like the parody of the visual novel style, but I don't like that the fact that they're just like openly referencing it. More like the fourth wall breaking things is fine, but you can't break it every 5 minutes. So, how can I help you? Well, I'm going to guess we're not allowed outside at night, being, well, Korea. So I was wondering what you and Yoonji do for fun during those times. We read, or listen to the radio, fix each other's hair. Yeah, I guess I could let you mess with my hair, but I doubt you want me anywhere near yours. Why not? The only hairstyling experience I have is from the barracks. By that, I mean giving Sunday night high and tight cuts before Monday morning formation. You got anything else in mind? We do have a couple of board games. Most are for 2 players, though. But I think we have one our parents had when we were growing up. We could all play it together. It's been a while since I played a board game. Guess it could be fun. You don't sound too enthusiastic at the prospect. It'll be fine, unless you're really feeling a buzz cut.
I'd rather not look like a boy.
Like anyone can mistake you for a boy. It's not like you're... Oh, that's not very nice. Sounds like you... Appears Yunji has snuck in on us while we're talking. You better not finish that word. You're European pop stars, hit.
StugeGG here wants to play a board game.
But we only have one game that's made for more than 2 players.
I know. Looks like it's time to break it out. First time in ages. I'm so excited.
Well, the 2 of you seem pretty high on the idea. Hey, what are we playing? You never said.
We'll tell you later. Let's go eat quickly so we can play.
Yunji ushers us to go eat dinner. Mostly light fare tonight. Steamed rice with some vegetables along with the usual kimchi. It seems like a kimchi with every meal. I may end up hating cabbage after this trip. We eat in comfortable silence, and when we're finished, I help Yunji clean up while Jiang goes to fetch the game. While drawing, I can hear Jiang humming from the other room as she sets up the game. She sounds pretty happy. It makes me smile.
I've got the board set up for whenever you're both done in there.
Dibs on the original leader token.
You can't call dibs when we aren't all sitting in the room. That's like calling shotgun before they even bring out all the weapons to choose from.
That is not what calling out shotgun means.
Don't care, I called dibs. Fine, I swear, you're such a child at times.
As if to emphasize Young's point, Yunji sticks out her tongue at her. Welcome to what almost looks like a familiar game to me. The board setup appeared to be very much like Trumpopoly, a Monopoly, a property buying game based on purchasing overpriced hotel properties in Miami. So now they're making Trump jokes too, my god. Upon closer inspection, I find out just how different the game really is. So it's the Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the game of annexation. Take over leadership of countries oppressed by capitalism and convert them to the way of the one true Korea. Wow, I've seen alternate editions of Trumpopoly based on college campuses. I actually own an Ohio State version of Monopoly. And popular movies. But this has to be the most offensive ripoff I've ever seen.
As future representatives of the one true Korea, this game is vital to learning how to liberate the world from the shackles of capitalism.
Not sure I can agree with that statement, but seeing as there isn't much else on the docket, tell me how to play.
The money over there is called a leader's trust, in which he entrusts us to use to buy influence in the world. You roll and move your token, and when you land on a country, everyone pitches in their share. You purchase sovereign ground for a Korean embassy. When you own all the countries in a color block, you can start placing consulates. Once you have 4 consulates in the country, you can trade them in for an ambassador. When all the countries in a color block have ambassadors, you convert them into cabals. Then comes the fun part. Where all the countries in the color block have cabals, you roll a Korean occupation dice against the foreign government dice. If the Korean dice roll is higher than the foreign dice roll, you successfully lead a coup d'etat, taking over that region, converting that block to Korean property. You get a bonus to your roll, and the more coveted the color block, the lower the bonus.
Lower the bonus?
Wouldn't be the higher bonus? It's hard to get stubborn countries. I get you.
This is not in the spirit of Trumpopoly at all. In fact, it's a little frightening to the point of games to lead coups against friendly capitalist nations. Not to mention one other factor. So tell me, what are the victory conditions?
Convert all color blocks on the board to Korean control.
Seriously? I thought the original Trumpopoly took forever to play. The victory conditions for this game are practically unreachable without playing for hours on end.
Stop whining, Yankee Doodle. The average playing time is only a mere 17 hours. Not counting bathroom meal breaks. Sorry, that makes 19 hours.
We're not really going to play for 19 hours straight, are we?
Maybe we can play a shortened version tonight. Stop after a couple hours. After all, we'll all need our sleep, so we'll be energized for tomorrow's date.
You guys know that's not how you use that word in America.
And here I thought no soldier would complain about going on dates with 2 girls. You're not one of those, how do you say, don't ask, don't tell, are you?
First of all, no. And we did away with that policy back in 2010. I guess I just find surprising that you want to call our outings dates from the get-go.
You worry too much. Now where are we going to play or not?
To capture what I can only assume is the original leader token and place it on the Stay square.
Here are the other tokens. Pick whichever one you like.
There's a Korean flag on a pole, a bowl of kimchi, another leader figure, a nuclear warhead, and what appears to be a blob with a muzzle. I guess that token slipped past quality control. I guess I'll take the bowl of kimchi.
Great, I'll take the unified thought bubble of the Workers' Party.
You mean that blob is actually supposed to look like that?
Please kindly refrain from insulting a token of the Workers' Party.
Sorry, my bad. We roll off to see who goes first, and Yunji gets the honor. She does so and moves her token. Uruguay. Okay, everyone, chip in your share so we can secure the embassy space. Come again, we all have to pay? We explained this earlier. The money is communal from the leader. We all have to pull in equally to get what we want in all of the countries. Well, that means at the end of the game, we'd all have the same amount of money. Of course we will. Don't be silly. We're all equals in the eyes of the leader. Now fork her some cash, Yankee Doodle. Would you mind not calling me that? You are American, right? Yankee Doodle Dandy? I don't think they even sing that in elementary school anymore. Anyway, it's my turn, and I stop at Rhodesia. Everyone kick in. Did the makers of this game know that Rhodesia isn't a country anymore? How old is this game anyway? A minor detail. Besides, there aren't many other nations nearby worth annexing. It's your turn, by the way. Okay, I'm rolling Common Workers' Chest. Oh, you get to pick a card from the red pile. Okay then, the card reads, the leader needs everyone in Sweden. Move all tokens to Sweden and pay double for anything purchased as compensation for the leader's visit with the Swedish bikini team. I don't think there really ever was a Swedish bikini team. It was just a beer commercial gag. I've heard that rumor as well, as if women would objectify themselves in small amounts of clothing for the pleasure of men. You're one to talk. Those skirts only much to the imagination. She hops up faster than a lance corporal trying to avoid duty. Stop looking! Purple suits you very well, Yunji. They're not purple, they're lavender. Why am I explaining this? Oh, so we saw her underwear at some point? Very nice. Good question, it's your turn. We continue on playing like this for hours. Opportunity card. Go directly to Yodok for getting intoxicated and failing to secure an embassy in Greenland. Again, I swear they put 10 of those cards in this set. Well, I'm gonna save real quick. Do a fresh save. Save. Oh, that's load that save. Okay. I want to see. Still nothing showing up here. I wonder if it's just a joke that it's always all classified. Okay. And hours. How can you fail to roll to take over the Norway, Sweden, Finland block? Those pesky Finns, it's their fault. Their Spokia phones and Santa Claus backing. And hours. John, wake up! No need to shout in my ear, sister. After what seems like an eternity, we finally decide to finish up. Oh god, can we please stop? It's 1 AM. We still don't have enough to buy embassies in the Mexico, Canada, USA block. The leader in this game sure doesn't mind taking back his seed money for his own purposes. That pay for leader's memoirs card is brutal. I think we can stop now. Besides, it looks like Yunji is out cold. Yunji is on the floor, curled into a ball, snoring away. We try to nudge her awake to no avail. She's down for the count. Think you can carry her to her bed? I'll put away the game. Sure thing. Good night, Jong. Pleasant dreams. I kneel down and gently get my arms over Yunji, lifting her off the floor. She's pretty light. Well, it's not exactly like she's carrying around much. Is that a flat-chested joke? I walk her to her room and put her on her bed and pull the blanket over her as she mumbles something in her sleep. Death, America, pig dog. Love you North Koreans too. Oh, one Korea, idiot. I hand out with smiles as I head back to my room to lay down for the night. Maybe we can do something other than attempt subterfuge on foreign governments via a bad knockoff of a board game tomorrow. In my shock at the loud alarm, I have jumped out of bed. Okay, more like I fell out of bed. I have to mess with my phone a bit to get the alarm music to turn off. The bright light coming from the screen is blinding at this hour. I don't even know what time it is. It looks like my clock is out. The phone would tell you. Pretty dark inside too, actually. Trying to turn the lamp on does nothing either. Checking my phone again, I see it's 4:47 AM. So why did your alarm go off? Must be another one of those infamous power outages. I sit back down in the bed and consider taking a shower to pass the time. However, I definitely can make out the water running in the background. Guess someone beat me to it. Are we going for the shower scene here? No. For all the dating stuff, we haven't had any sexy times yet. I should have renamed this stream. Kicking back on the bed, I let my eyelids rest a bit, and I gather my thoughts about the coming day. It's certainly been something I've experienced since I've arrived in Korea. I can't complain too much about the company, as the girls are both cute and fun in their own way. The devotion of this glorious leader borders on creepy. Something is off about this country. Dangerously off. At least I made rate on the D-Lab and got free Korean lessons. Well, as free as 2 years getting this shit chewed out of me in my Monterey Bay. Monterey Bay is where the base is. Can be. I just never thought I'd be in the country on vacation at that. Either way, I need to stay focused and watch what I say. People here already give me death glares whenever I'm out. Whoa, dozed off for a second there. I wonder what time it is now. Huh, it's quiet. I guess the shower is free now. I strip down to my silkies, grab a towel from my trial bag, and tiptoe over to the bathroom. If someone is still asleep, I hate to wake them up. Here we go, I'm gonna run into somebody. Especially if it's Yunji, I can almost feel her fist in my gut just thinking about it. Once I step inside the bathroom, I can smell the sweet scent of shampoo and feel the warm, humid air wash over me. I take a few seconds to feel around for a light switch. Click. No effect, guess the power's still out. Oh no. Well, no, if someone was still in here, no, I guess they wouldn't show them. I drop my silkies and toss my towel over to my shoulder. I've never heard someone call them silkies. Take one more shot at it. I rock the light switch a few more times. Click. Click. Phew. The low home power courses the old wiring in the room as I'm blinded by the whole room lighting up. Ah! I panic at the sound of someone shouting and flail my arms before my hand lands on something soft. Okay. I guess here we go. I can play now. We got it. I'm assuming this game's Twitch, like Twitch has it available for streaming. I'm sure hoping when I'm not gonna have to like instantly hide this and blur something. I didn't look to see if there's like a patch that puts in nudity or anything like that. I'm assuming that we're not gonna have nudity. What? After a few months, I regained my vision. Oh shit. Hello darkness, my old friend. Alright, that's fine. Apparently we're blonde. Didn't know that. I would say good morning, but seems you've already had one. What? She gestures down towards the silkies around my ankles and my hand on her chest. Oh shit. I yank them back upwards around my waist. Shh, Yunji is asleep. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. It was an accident, a mistake. Only be a few more minutes. You can use the shower when I'm done. Oh god, this is awkward. Sorry, I'll knock next time. It's okay. So let's keep this between you and me for now. Sure thing. Got a handful of boob. Good, pushing me did work. Jung doesn't bother to explain anything else as she skips out of the bathroom and over to Yunji's bedroom. However, she does glance back at me more than once. I'm just glad I didn't get slugged here. But that comment just now, something seemed off. I wish I knew what was going on. Well, nothing can be done about it now. I hop in the shower and draw the curtain. By the way, I used all the... hot water. If the power was out, is your hot water here gas powered? Because if it's electric powered, you wouldn't have had hot water. I'm calling shenanigans. Jung giggles and ducks back out of the room again. She could have warned me a little bit earlier. I guess it's a bit of a revenge. Working quickly, I grab the soap and wash up. Head back to the bedroom to change. After pulling on my shirt, I notice my walkie-talkie with the keypad flashing. Looks like I have a text message from Jean. Oh, breakfast is ready, Romeo. Guess I'll text back. Thanks, I'll be right over. Gotta hate hitting the number keys over to get a letter. How'd they ever survive texting in the 1990s? My fingers are already cramping. But I wouldn't give for autocorrect. Bzz. Well, that response was fast. And you're going to teach Yunji proper English? Maybe I'd best get to breakfast. I hear the girls giggling in the other room anyway. Oh, because he typed poorly. Nice to see you two getting your ha-has in at my expense. I thought all Americans... Oh, what the heck was that? I thought all Americans were proficient in cutting-edge technology. Yet you can't even work texting functions on a modern cell phone. The phone you gave me, as well as the ones you have, are not on the cutting edge. They're dinosaurs from the 90s. Only old people use these models anymore. I'm guessing you never even got to see the phone that was confiscated from me, did you? Not really, no, but I'm certain it wasn't anything close to what you're using now. If only she knew how great she was, while still being incorrect. That reminds me, I have to charge my phone for the day. I'll be right back. Anyway, I'm not using the type of phone you give me, so don't take that as an indication of my English skills. Yunji whips out her phone and taps on the keys like lightning. Bzz. If you say so, and Yunji sticks your tongue out at me. Thanks for the support. Jiang pokes her head back in. I'm sorry, did I interrupt a lover's quarrel? Like I'd ever with... humph. Oh, be a bit more cheerful, sister. Jiang smiles brightly. Well, aren't you a basket of sunshine today? Get good news? That's kind of funny. It hit me by surprise, one could say. I avert my eyes as she says this, but I catch her blush as she says this. Let's just eat. I made eggs and toast. Boiled eggs and toast? That's unpleasantly different. Well, I wanted to try a more traditional American breakfast. Don't think too much about it. It was just something I wanted to try. You never had boiled eggs and toast before? Well, typically it's boiled rice and kimchi. When is it not rice and kimchi? Lunch is boiled noodles and kimchi. Somehow I think you're missing the point. What do you eat in your oh-so-glorious army? In boot camp, it's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'll take you at your word. Anyway, let's eat. We sit down and Yoonji serves up boiled eggs and toast, as well as some rice and beans. Simple fare, but it's all been prepared rather well. Of course, I help clean up afterwards, and it seems the girls are used to that now as they don't complain. Once done, they approach me with their map again. So, what date route are we going to today? The way you say that makes me think this whole thing has been scripted. Not at all. Now hurry up and decide so we can get ready. Ma'am, yes ma'am. She groans as I salute her while saying this. Well, time to look at the map and click a place to go. I mean, pick a place to go. So I'm just gonna do everything with Jeong right now, just in case it matters. Like, if you can only do a certain number of these, I'll do all the Jeong stuff first, because that's where we're going with this first route. And if we do it again, if we do them all, then it doesn't really matter. Bikini Spirits over there. That's interesting, but okay, we'll do this one. Like I said, I'm gonna do all Jeong stuff first. It'll be weird if we're pursuing her, but if we do all 6, we won't have gone on any dates with her recently, but eh. Well, I suppose a trip to Korea wouldn't be complete without checking out Mansudae. Yes, it's one of our highly most visited tourist destinations. As such, only the top guides may take you. So I'll be spending the day with... That's not what it said, was it? Hold on. No. Yoonji will be accompanying you on this trip. She is? I will? No, I'm just pulling your arm, comrade. I'll be your guide. Leg. The expression is pulling your leg. Don't scare me like that. You know I'm on probation from escorting tourists in Mansudae. Probation? That sounds like an interesting story. It's one you're not going to hear. Figured you wouldn't tell me. Guess I'll have to coax it out of Jeong instead. Good luck. She's pinky swore to complete secrecy. You buy me lunch on our date, I'll tell you. I just messed his voice up, whatever. Deal. You countless swine bandit Garfield. And here we see how you ended up failing Diplomacy 101 this semester. She's not doing too well on her American generals either. You stay out of this. I don't see what the big deal is, Yoonji. You were completely justified in what you did. But I still made an example out of the whole situation. Punishing me over punishing the tourists, that hurt. Wow, sounds serious. What in the world happened? I'll tell you on the way there. Plus, if I just do all the one dates for the one and then do the dates for the other, I don't have to worry too much about the voices getting mixed up. Aha! Smarter. Smarter. I was escorting a Russian tourist to use his phone to take a picture of the statues of our most revered leaders. I didn't realize until the end of the tour when he showed me. I was bowing in respect in the photo. That doesn't sound too bad. Not only did he get a shot of my skirt tucked into my unmentionables, he also didn't get the entirety of both statues in the shot. The nerve. So I know it's actually a rule in North Korea. When you're taking a shot, there's one specific spot, and this might be the spot, where there's a statue of, I want to say Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-il, or it might be different leaders. But when you can only take photos at certain times, and when you take the photos, they have to have both statues and be framed correctly to see the full statues. I'm guessing that's what they're talking about. And if they see that you missed it, they tell you when you can take photos. If you take photos out of turn, they'll delete it, all kinds of stuff. Because I've seen a photo of an example of it where the guy's like, I don't know how I got away with this, but I swiped his phone and stomped on it, and they gave me probation. Now you don't have to buy Jeong lunch, so yeah. You really are such a child at times, Yoonji. Don't worry about it. I'm sure there's other Yoonji stories you can swap me for lunch. I hate you both. Just go already. Go on your date, have fun. I'll be here with my pity celebration. Aw, don't be that way, Yoonji. When we get back, I'll help you with your English. You're done with your pity party by then. My English is fine. I'm going to my room. Yoonji crosses her arms in anger as she tries to storm out. I'm sorry, Yoonji. I'll miss you today. See you every day, so I probably won't. I thought you were the sweet one. What's with all the jabs today? Military secret. You'll understand next year. Part of your training involves teasing your sister. Teasing friends in general. It's the best way to gain people's confidence so you can manipulate them into giving up state secrets. Well, that and womanly charms. But enough about work. Let's get ready. I'm beginning to feel extremely uncomfortable. Then you should change into some comfortable clothes. It's going to be fairly warm today. Meanwhile, you'll be dressed in full uniform, making me feel even more out of place. Yes, that's the rule for tour guides, be in full dress whenever you're out on duty. I brought my Marine Corps motto t-shirt. I could wear that. You could, if you like the idea of running from the local authorities all day. I know, low profile. I've read that sentence wrong. I was about to say something weird. I wonder what you look like in one of our uniforms. The outfit for the men is a little plain, which would go perfect with your personality. And here I thought I'd win you over with my sharp wit and winning smile. Don't let her fool you, she's totally smitten with you. Is that a fact? Wait, what? Hold on, it's not like Jeong's the one who's always writing about you in her diary. How sweet you are, how cute you are, how she wants to Whoops. In a flash, Jeong has Yoonji in a headlock and is dragging her back to the bedroom. Yoonji is wailing the whole way. A few short moments later, Jeong is back in the living room with her slightly too friendly smile. At this rate, we'll be here all day. Follow me. You can get changed into your outdoor clothes so that we can go. I know where the bedroom is. You don't have to lead me everywhere. What, unless you plan on changing me too? Tempting offer, but not while Yoonji's around. She might get angry. I don't see why. It doesn't seem like she's taken that great interest in me. Most times she just insults me. I see the rumors about American men being clueless about women holds true. Anyway, get ready. The trolley bus will be here soon. She leaves me to go get ready herself, while nothing left to do but get dressed. I'm not sure what's up with these two. It seems more and more like they're competing over me. Here I thought I was just going to be touring with some military buds. And now I've got two girls fighting over who gets to go out with me. Well, it could be worse. It's not like I was the most in-demand guy back home. Goddamn boot lieutenants with all their bling. Hell yeah. Heh. I remember that one stupid second lieutenant we had no why. That dude was an idiot, and he kept getting award after award. We used to call him the Bling Führer behind his back. Heh. Good times. Anyway, this vacation would be so much better if I weren't constantly being spied on by those two. Still, they're both pretty damn cute. After tossing on a pair of jeans and a plaid t-shirt, I grab my wallet and phone and step out. As expected, Jeong is in full dress uniform. Yoonji is nowhere to be found. I guess Yoonji didn't want to see us off then. She's a little busy in her room, blowing off some steam. Anyway, the trolley bus will be here in a minute, so let's wait outside. Taking a bus. Jeong doesn't even wait for my reply. She grabs my hand and leads me out the door. And as she said, the trolley bus is just about to pull up to the door. I wonder if she managed to get the train to give her service at her door. She pulls me up and leads us all the way to the back. No one else is aboard yet. I apologize. Our other driver is out sick today, so we'll be on this tram today. It may take a bit longer than usual to arrive, though. That's okay. We can just relax and check out the view then. Looking at the trolley bus, I can see why it'll take longer. This clunker has been around since the 1970s, and from the looks of it, the bus was made in some Soviet bloc country. I think the markings on some of the equipment making up the trolley bus are in Czech, maybe Hungarian. Well, whatever country produced it, by all rights it should be rusting in a scrapyard back there. Instead, it appears to be part of the Korean mass transit system. As it moves, I can hear the engine creak and grumble under the weight of 50 years of abuse. Seriously, I think I saw a guy on a bicycle pass us, and he was pretty chubby. You know, that's the first fat person I've seen in the entire country. Well, except the big man himself. My thoughts are interrupted as I feel something lightly fall on my shoulder. Here's Jeong, tired from fighting with Yoonji, has liberally made use of my shoulder as a pillow. Not that I mind, I could get used to this, Jeong asleep on my shoulder. Looks like I'm getting some of the other people who have filtered on the bus. The looks I'm getting from some of the other people on the bus who have filtered onto the bus. Sorry, I read that wrong. Over the last hour are weirding me out though. You know, that really is the worst part. Every person in here either looks terrified of me or like they want to kill me. Yoonji falls into the latter category. Jeong, well, I guess she doesn't fall into either. Oh great, sounds like the brakes are almost shot on this death trap too. Add that to the list of things wrong with this country. What was that line? We live, we die again? Yeah, that sums this up. The walls shake at the slightest bump, the seatbelts are ripped out, most of the windows are sealed shut. And I'm pretty sure there's a spring from the seat making its way up my ass. We'd be safer and more comfortable in that car we've been taking everywhere. I'll never bitch about the noise from our tanks ever again, or being shot at while in one. At least it takes more than a gust of wind to take out our tanks. This death-defying ride is making another tour of Afghanistan sound downright cozy. The brakes must have startled Jeong as she's lifting her head slightly. Are we... there yet? No, we aren't dead yet, nor are we at our destination. Our ride through purgatory will continue. She nods and puts her head back down. I rest my hand lightly on her shoulder. Thanks. That feels... nice. I'd say it was worth it, except all the locals getting on the bus looked really astonished, seeing a foreign white dude with his arm around a sleeping member of the Korean military. However, they don't say anything, so I guess maybe it was worth it. Another harrowing hour, which felt more like 20 hours. We finally arrive at our destination and get off the bus. This is Pyeongchang District, home of the Mansudae Art Studio. It is here where all of our vital works of art are created and is one of the largest centers of art production in the world. That sounds like the first fact I've heard since I got to this country. This place is huge, and so many people everywhere. With all the outdoors and indoor sections combined, this is easily the largest art studio I've ever seen. Sorry. It is impressive, isn't it? So many wonderful pieces of art have come from here. Let's not just stand here and talk about it, let me show you around. She grabs my hand and leads me to a large outside monument. By the looks of it, I'm starting to question if I'm in Korea or the former Soviet Union. So yeah, hammer and sickle, those are defining old school communism symbols. I don't see them anywhere. I thought maybe they'd be in some of the illustration. Why the paintbrush? It's a calligraphy brush. It symbolizes the intellectuals in union with the workers and the farmers. The red buildings flanking the monuments? They're meant to resemble flags. The words atop say, ever victorious. But why the communist symbols? But why the communist symbols? Well, our country has moved on from traditional Marxist communism into Jewish, I don't know what that is. It is still a strong foundation of how our country came to be founded. Also, the circular foundation is 70 meters in diameter to symbolize the 70 years of the party and Down with Imperialism Union when the monument was completed. Down with Imperialism? Yes, remember before the lineage of the glorious leader finally wrested control of our country? We had been annexed into the traitorous Western Japanese Empire. That ended after Japan's crushing defeat at the United States' hands in the Second World War. So in essence, this part of the monument is in celebration of No Nippon. That may be the worst pun I've ever heard. You've never met my drill sergeant. There are more monuments and other pieces to see. However, some of them may not leave you with a very good feeling. After all, the history between our countries is strained. I thought the Korea and the United States were friendly with each other. Now with true Korea, no, you're on good terms with the occupied part of the country. Up here, not so much. Some of the art may disturb you. I've seen children with explosives strapped to them to be used as IEDs. I think I can handle some anti-American artwork. First, that's horrible. Who would use an innocent child as a disposable weapon? Far better to train them with rifles and have them kill waves of foreign invaders like in the Great War. Second, don't say I didn't warn you. Well, I'm glad to see there's still people shocked by kids being used as makeshift bombs. Wait, that's not much better. Kids don't make good riflemen anyway. The guns are too heavy. Better have them operate crew-served weapons, but they can carry it as a group, which helps build essential teamwork skills. That's an excellent point. I'll have to pass that idea on up. That was you know what? It's not worth arguing. Let's just go inside. Doesn't look anti-American to me. Jung nods and leads me by the hand into the main section of the art studio. All I notice are different kinds of artwork, paintings, drawings, embroideries, even wood cuttings. Honestly, they aren't that bad. I'm surprised by the quality. The themes are mostly of nature and the ever-present workers' party. Though I notice a painter in one area working on something completely outside of those boundaries. Before I can head over, Jung tugs on my sleeve. I have to use the facilities. Could you wait for me here? Excuse me. Facilities? Are you going to paint something? No, I mean I have to make a stop at the restroom. Oh, you need to hit the head. Got it. Sure thing, I'll be here. Hit the head? You haven't done anything to warrant that punishment yet. Sorry, military jargon for go to the bathroom. Interesting. I may have to teach that one to Yoonji. She might scare some more soldiers with that expression. Anyway, I'll try not to take too long. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. As she heads off, I walk over to the painter I had spotted a few minutes ago. He's painting a picture of what can only be described as war crimes being committed. However, it's a group of American soldiers torturing and killing Koreans. At the center is Marine Corps General James Mad Dog Mattis using a baseball bat to bash in the head of a Korean woman. It has some historical issues beyond the content itself, but either way, I try to stay quiet, but I accidentally sneeze around the attention of the artist. His face goes ghost white when he turns around and sees me. What do I want to do? Stay quiet, let him speak, or speak softly, try to calm him down. We'll speak softly. Maybe if I speak softly and show him that I have no stake, this guy might calm down a little. I keep my arms low and show open palms to him as I begin to speak. Hello, sir. Don't mind me. I'm just touring the art complex. Your work is very vivid. You have a lot of imagination. Oh, excuse me, I think I just burped. Mike probably picked up too. I apologize. I smile, hoping that I have alleviated his initial fears. Security! Security! Help! Well, this isn't going to be a dignified way to die. Wait, how do you know I'm American and not French or Canadian or something? Damn it, I have no choice but to stand here as two armed guards rush right up to me. Hands up, American pig dog. No sudden movements either. I slowly raise my hands behind my head and walk towards the guards as instructed. The first guard continues to hold his rifle at me while motioning to the other guard to frisk me. I'm tempted to make a joke about copying a feel on the first date, but I seriously don't think those make for very good last words. The guard quickly pats me down and leaves me of the meager possession from my pockets and heads back to the first guard. Not much on him, sir, just a wall with mostly American money, a tin of breath mints, and a really crappy flip phone my mother would be embarrassed to use. In other words, a damn tourist. This is the 5th time he's freaked over a tourist this month. Han Ji-wan, we told you to stop freaking out over every American who comes near you. The artist, Han Ji-wan, turns back to his easel sheepishly without another word to me. Fortunately, the guards have more to say. I just wish they'd lower their weapons while doing so. Okay, Yankee Doodle, where's your tour guide? You know the rules, no wandering off from the guides. I'm sorry, my tour guide needed to go to the bathroom. Had to hit the head, did he? So you guys use that phrase too. Oh, and my guard is a she. No way they assigned a female guide to an American. No joking. You got a loaded weapon aimed at my head. I'm all for jokes, but I usually prefer them not to end my death as a punchline. I'm telling the truth. My tour guide's a female. Her name is Jeong. Tell you what, we'll just wait for Jeong to show up. It takes another 10 minutes, but Jeong finally arrives on the scene. It's like she didn't even notice the heavily armed men casually hanging out with me. I mean, she walks right up to me and grabs my hand like she's been doing the whole trip. All freshened up. Ready to go now? You may want to check with Hans and Franz over there so they don't pump me with lead as we walk away. Jeong finally notices the two guards, who appear to be in a bit of a shock that I was telling the truth. Or that Jeong is pretty damn cute. Maybe a bit of both, whatever. I apologize, gentlemen. I had to hit them on the head, and as it would be improper to bring my guest with me, I had him wait here. He didn't cause any trouble, did he? Not really. He freaked out Han Ji-wan, but that's nothing new or worth filing the paperwork over. Here's your stuff back. And seriously, you need to upgrade your phone. You're telling me. The two guards leave us and head back to their posts, leaving me with Jeong and a lack of loaded gun pointed at me. I'm sorry about that. Some of the artists here are a little more paranoid than others. Well, yeah, if I was painting something depicting a Korean brutally killing Americans and you looked up behind me, I'd probably freak out too. Sorry if you're hearing the siren in the background. That's actually a really common thing at the place I live now. It's usually actually ambulance sirens because I'm kind of near a health center, so ambulances come and go. It's not too crime-riddled of an area. Well, yeah, I already said that. Oh yeah, that piece will eventually be moved to a different museum. Let's go look at other pieces instead. Team Spock, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if it's Spock or just SPOC, but thank you again for the follow. We'll keep going with the game here. We enter the spacious art complex, gazing at various pieces, mostly in silence. Not exactly a comfortable silence after what just happened, but it's not unpleasant either. Eventually, the lull in the conversation is broken by Jeong's soft voice. I'm sorry you had to see that painting. It's no big deal, Jeong. Everyone has their version of history. I suppose. However, it must be hard learning that your country has committed unspeakable crimes against innocents. I can't deny that we haven't been perfect, but I'm pretty sure the Mad Dog never bashed in anyone's head with a baseball bat. Well, at least not in Korea. I'm feeling a tad confused. I'm supposed to hate you. I've been told Americans are nothing but murderers and looters. Yet you seem different. Governments have a lot of power to sway the minds of their people into believing something. It's not until you meet actual individuals that you realize we're all pretty much the same in the end. Even the British. That does make some sense. I mean, I've given tours to different Americans the past couple of years. None of them seem the type to slaughter anyone.
They all had their quirks, but overall they seemed nice enough.
Don't worry about it too much. We're all just people in the end. Getting kind of late in the afternoon. Ready to get lunch?
Yes, I would like that.
Since the trolley bus won't be back for a while, we end up eating at the complex's cafeteria. This might be the most meager meal I've had since coming here, and the worst kimchi. Young and I sit in a corner away from the others, lest another guy panics at my lack of Koreanness.
There's more art to see, and we should probably end the tour with the grand monuments outside before smacking the trolley bus.
It's hit the bus. But anyway, isn't that where Yoonji had our international incident?
Yes, at the statues of our beloved leaders who transcended to watch us over us from the stars.
That's a rather beautiful way of describing the death of someone.
Death? Gods do not die. They transcend when it's time and leave their progeny in charge.
You think the former leaders are gods?
Not at all. They're not former leaders. They just got us in a transcended state.
Right. So how about this kimchi? Yoonji's is way better, am I right? Dragon appears lost in reverent thought about the dead leaders. Maybe that's for the best. The relative silence is interrupted as a bowl clangs to the ground. Looking over, I see a middle-aged lady who has unfortunately dropped her kimchi. The poor woman appears to be on the verge of tears as she uses her own shirt to mop up the mess. Couldn't they get her a mop or something?
No. The rule for wasting food is one must clean up with their own cloth.
Or at least give her another bowl of food? Seriously, I can see her ribs through her shirt.
No. Each person is only allowed one bowl. She'll have to wait until she goes home to eat.
That doesn't seem fair. Even the drill instructors weren't that cruel in boot camp.
It seems sad, but she was given according to her needs. To give her more would be to deny someone else's needs.
Probably a really dumbfounded look on my face. It just seems unfathomable. It's not like the bowl of kimchi were that big anyway. They're going to let her starve? Can you wait for just 1 second? I have to do something.
Need to split the head?
That's hit the head. And no, I just need to do something and it'll only take a minute.
Okay, but please don't leave the mess hall.
I won't. Pick up my bowl of kimchi, of which I've only eaten a spoonful. With some reservation, considering how people are staring at me already, I slowly walk over to the woman who has spilled her food. She's sitting alone and crying softly and waiting for the end of her scheduled break. She doesn't hear me approach, but I'm pretty sure I feel all the other eyes on me. I finally get to her, I place my bowl in front of her. I try my best to speak formal Korean. You look hungry. Here, please have this kimchi. She looks at me with a confusing expression and then looks down to see the bowl in front of her. She doesn't move to get it. It's okay, I'm not hungry, so you enjoy it. She still seems confused, but slowly moves her hand to the bowl. I nod to reassure that it's okay to eat it. When she finally has it in her hands and realizes I'm not going to steal it, knock it over, or slap her, she softly mumbles to me.
Thank you.
I then head back to stand with John again, and she has a baffled look on her face.
Why did you do that? Now you'll have no lunch and won't be able to eat until we get home.
You're absolutely right.
You want to walk around the rest of the day on an empty stomach?
You couldn't be more right if you tried.
I'm telling you that you'll be hungry until we get home. Doesn't that bother you?
Yet again, you are correct.
Are you even listening? You just keep agreeing with me, even when I'm asking a question.
Dad always told me to avoid an argument with a woman. Just keep telling her she's right. It seemed to work for him.
Well, I can't say he's wrong, but now is not the time.
I'll be fine. I need to lose some weight anyway.
Liar, I can see your abs on the camera, so would you change?
You have cameras?
That's not the point.
I'm going to ignore that for now. Either way, she needed the food more than me. This place is taking starving artists to a dangerous new level.
I guess I don't quite understand, but it seems like you did a very nice thing. I'd share my kimchi with you, but I ate it already.
It's fine. Let's go see those statues. There's not statues inside. She nods, stands up, and again takes me by the hand to head back into the main art exhibit areas. She's really not shy about holding hands. Not that I'm complaining. But I will complain about the odd looks I keep getting from the workers. I get the feeling they see me holding hands with Young, and they're somewhat between angry and confused. As we go back through the artist work area, I see my old friend, the guy who freaked out when I watched him paint. Now the American soldier in the painting. Oh, what the hell? The bastard painted my face on him. I'll get him, that little shit.
Are you feeling okay?
Who, me? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Spaced out there for a bit.
Sorry, just got lost in thought.
We have a little bit more time before the trolley bus comes to take us home. So we go to the statues now?
Sure thing. Just do me a favor and don't go full Yoonji on me and bow while I'm trying to take a picture.
Silly boy. Only Yoonji does that. Always in a rush and she never checks. It was bound to happen someday. Too bad she destroyed the evidence.
Yeah. I get it. You keep breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, that would have made an awesome CG shot. Which reminds me, so now if we save, right? So we've got, I guess it's like slightly out of order. But now we've got actual shots here. Okay. Yeah, that would have made for an awesome CG shot. Hey, what now? Nothing. Let's go. Yeah, so that's the thing. When you take this picture, they both have to be framed in it. John leads me back inside and we travel a path to Mansuda Hill, home of many large monuments to Korea and the Workers' Party. Jeong takes us to a large statue of the first leaders of Korea. She bows down and then turns to talk to me. These are the statues of the two great leaders, the original leader and his son who followed him after his transcendence. They stand at 22 meters tall and are made of bronze. The original leader on the left was erected first while he was still leading us on the ground. He was covered in gold leaf in the original statue, but later altered to bronze. Yeah, those are some really tall statues. I should get a picture to show everyone back home. What about my homely outdated flip phone and try to work the camera as best I can? As soon as I take a shot, Jiang is peering over my shoulder at the result. No, I'm sorry, that won't do. You need to delete that and take it again. What? Why? It's a pretty good shot for this shoddy phone. You aren't even in the photo, so there's no wardrobe malfunctions. I don't think you understand why Yoonji was so angry in her story. I'm sure she's embarrassed to let her unmentionables on film. She's more upset that the Russian tourists hadn't gotten all of both statues in the shot. Wait, so because I don't have their legs all in the shot, I have to retake it? Yes, I cannot look the other way on this. Please delete and try again. Fine, here goes nothing. I delete the photo and try to frame both of them on the tiny screen. No good, I have to keep moving back, but the further back I go, the smaller the picture. After about 5 bad takes, I finally get a shot that fits in the frame. Very good, this photo is acceptable. Sure, too bad I can't tell that they're statues anymore. It's almost time for the tri-bus ticket here. Let's head over to the stop. Sounds good. Takes me by the hand and leads me back. Once at the stop, it's only a short 5-minute wait for the trolley bus. The same one from this morning, much to my chagrin. It appears our seat from this morning is already taken, thankfully. Maybe I can get a seat that doesn't offer a free spring colonoscopy this time. We sit down, the trolley of death begins heading home. I hope you had a good time today. Well, today isn't always an easy tour for Americans. It was okay. A lot of the art was nice. I appreciate those 2 guards not having itchy trigger fingers. If you like, I can get you in contact with the Italian company that Mansudae works through to sell the art pieces. I couldn't have just paid one of the artists there? No, their work and thus the profits belong to the state. That explains so much. Jung nods at this and again within 10 minutes she's asleep on my shoulder. I'm too worried to sleep as I see her trying to figure out the best possible escape route. In case we hit a pothole and the trolley bus flips over. I may have learned more than I ever wanted to about Korea through art today, and it all makes me a bit uncomfortable. What have I gotten myself into? Once we get to our stop, spelled incorrectly, I gently nudge Jong to wake. Thanks for today, Jong. I like touring with you. I enjoyed it as well. Shall we go inside and tell Yoonji all about it? I guess we have no choice. Let's go in. Third night here, second after having been out all day with one of my chaperones, or hostesses, girlfriends maybe? They sure seem intent on keeping me to themselves. Are they hoping to keep me here in Korea, or are they hoping I'll sneak them out? Neither seems very likely. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Perhaps grabbing hands, calling outings dates, and falling asleep on 4 men is custom here. Yeah, I'm not overthinking things. Speaking of thoughts, I think mine are about to be interrupted. Is our living room floor more comfortable than my bed? Loaded question, but I assume you meant it as an innocent one. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I came to see if you were busy this evening. Seeing as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out on the street at night, without getting killed or arrested, I'd say my agenda is pretty clear. It's not always like this. I'm sure at some point we can go somewhere in the evening. I hope so. Anyways, did you have something in mind for this evening? Yes, I was hoping you would help Yoonji with her English tonight. She really needs as much help as possible, and for some reason she doesn't do well learning under my guidance. I think maybe having a cute American man might help her. Not sure what being cute has to do with it, but I'm glad to hear I'm not the ugly American. Well, Yoonji is taking a liking to you. She's just never been good with her feelings. Color me 50 shades of not surprised. When she was 13, a boy who had a crush on Yoonji actually got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him as well. So they dated? Well, no. She didn't know how to handle the sudden confession, and she ended up shooting him with a pellet gun. Pellet gun? Why did she have one on her in the first place? I mean, do kids here just carry those to class? We refer our students to carrying 9mm compacts. He confessed to her at the small arms practice range. You sure he was in love and not depressed? Seems like a suicide attempt was made there. Aw, she said. Don't be mean. My sister has her faults, but she can be sweet and is certainly not bereft of womanly charms. I suppose that's true. She's cute in her own way. Anyway, I'd like for you to help her with English after dinner. I'll have everything you need ready. Fair enough. I did promise to help her after all. Anyway, maybe I'll finally get some respect as her teacher. You probably shouldn't put all your hopes into one basket for that idea. I'm not sure how, but you mixed up 2 old sayings and actually made a pretty decent new one after that. Beginner's luck? Probably. Still, it's kind of cute. Easy there. You're supposed to be flirting with Yunji tonight. I thought I was teaching her, not flirting with her. There's a difference? A pretty clear one. Maybe one day you will understand. Don't put all your hopes in one basket. So mean. Have Yunji waiting. I'll have Yunji waiting and ready after dinner for your tutoring. She walks up to the room she's sharing with Yunji, but I'm pretty sure I saw her turn back and wink at me. Teaching Yunji English, this should be interesting. Of course, giving a loaded gun to a gorilla could be interesting too, and at least he'd have a fighting chance that time. Better take a quick nap before marching into this battle. She's smiling and blushing. It's already weird. Thanks for the meal, Yunji. Again, you've outdone yourself. Best meal I've had in Korea yet. Well, of course. I've been trained in the culinary arts, so it's the least I can do. Think nothing of it. Look at you getting all bashful with the Americans' praise. I shouldn't look, but we were making fun for being flat-chested before, and that's definitely not flat-chested, so whatever. Yunji's teeth glow red. It's pretty cute. I may have to praise her more if that's the reaction it gets. I am not. He just took me by surprise with his compliments, that's all. You are such a terrible liar. Can I ask you a favor, Stooge? She winks, obviously. Of course, you've been such a gracious hostess. You've been such gracious hostesses. What can I do? Can you clean up the table and wash the dishes tonight while I prepare Yunji for your event this evening? I'd hardly call what we're doing an event, but sure, I'd be glad to clean up. What's going on? What do you think you're preparing me for? You're going to spend some one-on-one time alone in your bedroom with our guest. What? I'm not ready for that sort of thing. That's way too sudden, and you're setting it up, Jiang? Here's the part of the misunderstanding where you say, what if it's sex with Stooge, I wouldn't mind. Right. If it's sex with Stooge, I wouldn't. Hey, stop tricking me! That's about the perfect time for you to fulfill another tsundere trope. Who's running this operation here? I think Xiong is. Anyway, to raise your minds might be, that's not even close to what we're doing. You are thinking of something perverted right now, aren't you? I'm under assault from both sides now. Admit it, pervert. If I don't admit it, you must acquit. Okay, no way am I spending any time alone in my bedroom with this creep. It'll be fine, Yunji. I think you've had more martial arts training than him anyway. How do you know I didn't have a part-time job as a dojo floor sweeper? Where this Sifu adopted me as his only child and taught me the ways of Taekwondo Leap. Because you live in America, home of slackers who bum on the beach when not sleeping. Everyone knows that Americans are fat, lazy bums. Fortunately, I am not. Anyway, I'm going to help you learn English tonight. Him teach me English, but... No buts about it. I'll meet you in your room in 5 minutes. Sister, you must learn English to advance in the People's Army. Our guest is going to help you. I'd rather have the sex. At least I'll be over in 2 minutes. English takes forever. I think I can last a little longer than 2 minutes. Both of you hush and go to Yunji's room and leave the door open. I swear if I hear you complain, Yunji, you're doing the strip English lessons. If you had told me that was on the table, I'd have offered my services sooner. Let's just get this over with. With that, she forcefully grabs my hand and drags me back to her bedroom. She also defiantly slams the door shut and locks it behind her. Honestly, my sister can be such an instigator. Just to make sure, we were practicing English and not having sex, right? Yes, we are just studying English. Here's the book we work from. She handed me a bright yellow paperback book. On the front, the title reads, How to Sound Like a Dumb American. Well, that's a good sign. Let's check the copyright date. 1987. Great, it's only 3 decades out of date, so I guess that's progress. I sit next to her on the bed and flip open to the bookmark page. How about reading this sentence for a start? So now we're back to doing the stereotypical thing. Hello, everybody. We should go to this discotheque to dance together. That's like really bad. I'm trying to do her voice and mess it up. It's too hard. But image is almost as awkward as Yunji's pronunciation. I'm not even certain where to begin. I'd like to blame it on the book, but your pronunciation is atrocious. English is so hard. Why do I need to learn it anyway? I'm not sure. Zhang said you needed to advance in your military. I don't want to advance to that position. What position is that? That information is classified. I'm not able to share it with you. Are they trying to... One of them's trying to marry me, right? To be like a spy or something, I think. Great. Well, don't worry about my paranoia and concentrate on making an S sound that sounds like a snake. S instead of shh. Evil bastard Ronald Reagan destroyed Wimpy Wathermondale in the erection. Uh-oh. Look closer at that last word. That's not an R, but an L. You mean an erection? Yes, I mean no, but yes, the word is election, not erection. They're two completely different things. What are they then? An election is what the population of a place was when the population of a place votes for its political leaders. Oh, we do that. The DPRK holds elections? Of course, we elect our representatives to the Supreme People's Assembly. Honestly, did not expect that. How does that even work here? Well, the Supreme People's Assembly has 67 seats, and everyone over 17 can vote. That's pretty impressive. Who runs in the elections? Every person who wants to run. So every person who wants to run has to apply a Democratic Front for the reunification of the fatherland, and they can approve or deny their application to be on the ballot. Then people get to go to an election place to vote. For the one candidate the Democratic Front has selected to run for the office that year. If you don't want to vote for them, you can go to a special booth with windows where you can cross out their name. Somehow, that's about how I expect it to work. What party is in power now? The Workers' Party has 607 seats, and they're in alliance with the Social Democrats, who holds 50 seats. Of the 687 seats, 657 are held by one party, essentially. Well, at least you probably don't have so many political ads on TV. Anyway, you never answer my question. What is an erection? Why don't you ask your sister or something? You said you would teach me English. Tell me. Are we going to show her? Is that where this game's going? I really don't think I should. Tell me now. It's like something people have sometimes. You can't get that one. Why not? It doesn't work that way. Let's just focus on speaking in English for now. No. No, I want erection too. Two? Are you being a bad influence, Stooge? No, you can't have that one. Wait, Zhang, were you spying on us? Absolutely. You two are a riot. If you have enough time to listen in on us, you have enough time to help me train her in English. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Considering Hyunji needs all help she can get, yes I would. No, really, it's okay. Let's just stop and go to bed. Nope, not going there. Read the next sentence. There is only one true Korea. We must crunch the occupiers. I don't think any American would say such a thing. Our leader is way cooler than the stooge. Worse and worse. I'm not even sure how to begin correcting you. That's what our last teacher said. He didn't last long. I think you really need a speech therapist as well as intensive training in remedial English before tackling this book of absurdities. Remedial? This book is a remedial English book for Korea. The normal English book is much harder. Maybe instead of a book with complete sentences, you should have started with phonics or something more basic. You don't happen to have any of those learning letter readers around here, would you? I do not know what those are. They're these cute people made out of letters. They usually have things that start with their letter. Like Mr. A would have an apple and an alligator, or Miss J would have juice and jam. I think we had something like that. They're what you call flashing cards. Let me look in my closet. Yoonji goes to her closet, kneels down, and starts rummaging through. She also starts tossing things out behind her into the room, which is when I realize that it's a huge mess. She has things scattered all over the place. Various plans and charts are covered by food wrappers. Her pellet guns are haphazardly thrown about the room as well. And her clothes, her uniform is on a chair, socks hang all over the place. I think that's a pair of her panties hanging from the lampshade. I nudge Yong and point in that direction. I'm pretty certain that's a fire hazard over there. Sweet Yoonji, you're such a slob. I just... Oh, I lost the voice heavy there for a second. Sweet Yoonji, you're such a slob. I just cleaned this room. Now it looks like an American HVA rocket hit it, and you've got your dirty underwear hanging from a lamp. And like a scared cat, Yoonji yelps and beelines it for the lamp, snatching her underwear. Jung, why are you pointing out my vegetables to him? Actually, he pointed them out to me. How could you? How could I what? How could you just casually point out your panties?
It just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? Aren't you embarrassed to say that word? Or to see a pair of them out in the open? Have you no shame? Just about everyone wears underwear, or panties. I think the British call them pants, which causes confusion with us Americans. But it's a dirty word. No, it isn't. Sure, some people feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's not a curse word or anything. I told you so, sister. I don't believe you both. Neither of you have any shame at all. Because of our ability to say the word panties? Okay, stop that. Stop what? Saying panties? Yes, cut that out. Or what? Panties, panties. Panties, panties, panties. Pink panties, purple panties. Striped across your butt panties. We all love panties. Junk says I'm a child. Actually, children love saying words they think are dirty, even if they aren't. You should really try it out. Never, and there's nothing you can do to make me. Tell you what, if you can say panties in English cleanly just once, we'll stop the lesson for the night. I don't think so. Where's the book? It's gone. While you were arguing, a snipe came and took it. Snipe hunt. Oh no, I'm not falling for that ever again. Jiang hid it somewhere. Yes, and you can have it back if you say panties in English cleanly. You're supposed to be the sweet one. Only to Stooge. I still get to be your teasing older sister to you. This is so not fair. A wise man once said life is not fair. There are no wise men, but indulge me. Who said it? Some wise guy, who knows? The point is, life is not fair. If you want the lesson to end and your book back, you just have to say panties in English once cleanly. Pantiche. Sorry if I couldn't make it out. What was that? Pantiche. You'll need to be louder than that. Pantiche, 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 pantiche. Can I go now? Nope, sorry, you haven't said it yet. I just said it 6 times, but not cleaning. Your S at the start came out as an SH. I'm afraid he's right, sister. Whoop, I'm afraid he's right, sister. You need to try harder. I hate you both. No, you don't. No, come on, you can do it. Yunji takes a deep breath and slowly speaks. Panties. You made it. E.T. proud, but you did. You made E.T. proud, but you did it. Oh, because you said it wrong. Got it. Who is this E.T. and why would he be proud? Space alien, long-necked big guys, likes to eat peanut butter candies, terrible English. Sounds like you, Yunji. Shut up and give me my book back. Look under the pile of clothes over there. You buried it looking for your flashcards. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Did you find them? Yes, but the lesson's over, so we don't need them. Can I see them anyway? She pulls them out of her pocket and throws them at my forehead. Naturally, I catch a box of cards. Knock yourself out before I do. I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight. Be nice, sister. But anyway, let's look at these flashcards. I pulled the cards. They're cheaply made and fairly worn, but the pictures are accessible. Looks like they were put back in the box in alphabetical order. Mr. A is flying an airplane. Mr. B is holding a bomb. Mr. C has chemical weapons, and Mr. D has a dagger. These cards are fairly violent. Flamethrower, grenade, judo, machete, however you want to say it, shotgun. Most of the cards have a letter person holding a weapon, or fighting. What kind of fucked up deck of flashcard letters is this? Call me crazy, but I don't think the International Parenthood Association approved the printing of these. Is that the United States after a nuking on the U card? Oopsie, forgot about that one. No wonder we were told not to show these outsiders. Yes, it's been so long I'd forgotten as well. You guys really like to indoctrinate your kids to hate us really young, don't you? Aw. It's honestly not like that. Not anymore, really. The printing company mysteriously went out of business years after issuing these. No one has stepped in to print new ones, so we use what we have. Oh, okay. Silence ensues, and not comfortably. It takes a good 10 minutes before I break it. I think I'm going to hit the sack. Yes, it's pretty late. I shall hit my sack as well. Let's work on your idioms sometime. Think of where you want to go tomorrow. See you in the morning. Sleep well. I hear them bickering softly as I leave, but I'm too exhausted to strain myself to listen. Tonight was really, really weird. Scary weird. The girls seem nice, but from the past 2 days, I can get a sense that I'm really not welcome in this country. I really need to stay on my toes and get through this trip and just get home. I think the plan, so stream for tonight, I'm going to do one more date. So one more day cycle here, then we'll call it, and then we'll finish the game. If it's just like an ending, because I did all the dates with Jung, and then Jiang, and then if we have to replay to do the stuff with Yunji, we'll do that. But if it looks like we might actually get an ending like right in the next half an hour, we'll do that, and then we'll replay tomorrow. But I think we're just gonna do today's stuff, call it a day, and then tomorrow is Sunday. I might do Sunday. That might be better. I might do Sunday, Monday streams this week, but we'll see. So it might be a Sunday day stream.
That way I can put this on YouTube and people can watch it who didn't catch the stream, and if they want to come out for Sunday stream, cool. But I'm getting sick of that alarm. Seriously, this music violates the Geneva Convention in some way, I'm sure of it. It's been a bit since I've done my morning exercises. Maybe I better do those, make sure I don't get rusty over here. I can't go outside and run, at least not without one of the ladies, and I want to wake them up, as I don't think I hear them moving yet. Guess I'll do some push-ups and sit-ups and stuff for a while. Phew, not too bad for taking a few days off. I think sometime during my workout I heard the girls get up and start doing their routines as well. I should probably take this time to get a shower before Jeong gets in there. Not that the view wasn't pleasant yesterday, but I get the feeling too many unplanned encounters of the disrobe variety might get me in some hot water, and not the literal sense of a shower. Another good reason to work up an early morning sweat is the shower. I'll be the first to admit that our bases aren't exactly perfect when it comes to getting hot water through the pipes to the showers. At least it eventually gets there. Not here, I can crank the hot faucet all the way to Starcash coffee levels and still get hit by some Arctic level water. The first time I tried to shower here, I waited and waited and then finally just forced myself in Glacier Falls. I'm glad none of the girls have wandered in on me at least. Explaining shrinkage is the last thing I want to do here in Korea. Okay, second to last thing, makes a dime by glorious leader's decree. Okay, that's as clean as I'm gonna get. Time to toss on my silkies and see what we're doing today. Prep UNG, cook up something good. I'm a tad hungry here. Damn it, I also feel real guilty complaining about being hungry in a land that appears to be in a state of perpetual starvation. If this leader is so glorious, then how come he's got a land of sacred hungry people following him? Scared hungry people, not sacred. Scared hungry people. I think I'm in between that area of still having a lot to learn and possibly knowing too much. And neither seems to be a safe state of mind for this country. Anyway, someone's moving about in the kitchen area. Time to go look.
Good morning, Stooge. I hope you are well today.
Yep, I'm feeling good at the moment. Exercised some, got cleaned up, thought I'd see what was cooking in here. I'm starting to like this whole kimchi thing. That's a little white lie. I'm getting sick of kimchi with every meal.
Nice to see you finally admitting it. Of course, I already knew, but it's still a pleasure to hear from your own voice.
Was it that obvious?
You ate 3 bowls last night. I'd say it was.
Well, Gunny says I'm a growing boy, then he makes me run. Guess it's the girth.
That's what they say about Americans.
Girth joke, what?
Oh, never mind, just talking to myself.
But anyway, what's Yoonji got cooking for us? Speaking of which, where is she?
I believe she was looking for something in her room, but was having a hard time finding it. Maybe you should go help her out.
Oh boy. Are you sure that's a good idea? She might not want me snooping around in her room.
It's not snooping if she's there. Go ahead and help her. I'll get the table set. The quicker you help her find what she's looking for, the quicker we get to eat.
Well, okay, I guess. I go back to the hall where the rooms are, though it's not that long of a walk. How to go about this? Jong mentioned you needed assistance. Need some help there, Yoonji? Cup check, kick. No, maybe not that last one. I get to the door, close my eyes inside. Dealing with Yoonji can be mentally taxing. I slowly step in and open my eyes and instantly choke on the words I so carefully prepared in my head. Oh, damn. Even Michelangelo couldn't have sculpted such a beautiful... Oh, wait, it's Yoonji. Oh, God. No, it's Yoonji in a compromising situation. She'll kill me. Wait, I don't think she'd noticed me yet. Which is good because I don't think I'd live to enjoy replaying the scene in my head if she knew I was here. Better back out slowly. Good, good. I'm almost to the door. I may just live to tell my grandchildren about this day.
Glad to see you and Stooge are finally getting along, Yoonji.
Jong, are you kidding me? Oh god, here goes any chance of having children. Wait a minute. She was wearing a shirt there, now she's not wearing a shirt.
I'm not sure who to kill first, the perverted peeping Tim or the loudmouth older sister. But then, killing him seems too kind.
It's not like that. Yoonji, I didn't know.
I'm going to...
Yoonji, I swear I wasn't peeping.
Yes, you were.
Jong, you got me into this.
You're both dead.
It was just a second. I didn't see much.
He was totally staring. Like, for minutes.
I'm getting attacked from both sides here. Let's all calm down and act rational here.
Just admit you were comparing her ass to Renaissance sculptures already.
How the hell did you know that?
I'll kill you.
Not wrong voice, but whatever. Game over, we died. Game over. You could have warned me.
Be quiet and pass me the gauze.
Here, so where did Yoonji learn to kick like that? Ow!
What?
Do you think I wouldn't sanitize it first?
And all loyal Koreans are instructing the martial arts during our school education.
You should just be glad I didn't go for a low kick. My grandkids will thank you for that one day. I'll need to change again though. I think I got blood on my shirt.
Well, it's not like you didn't deserve it. Oh, Yoonji, there's so little you know about boys.
This is why you didn't get asked to the May Day festivities. I'm going to have to side with Jiang on this one. Fine. How would you like it if I watched you getting changed then? Honestly, it wouldn't bother me. I think enough men have seen my junk since I joined the Marine Corps to last a couple lifetimes. And what about women? I'm not walking in that trap. I'd like to avoid getting another kick to the face. At least he learns. Really? Just wait for tomorrow, CG. What? Nothing, nothing. Well, I'm going to take a shower now, so stay out. Oh, I almost forgot. Could you go get the anti-swelling medicine from Yoonji? Nope, no way, nuh-uh. Probably a good idea. It didn't fit in the budget anyway. What are you talking about? Ancient Korean secret. Anyway, let's go prepare the table for breakfast. Too much fourth wall breaking stuff. It gets a little frustrating after a while. Like, it's funny, I get it, but too much. Breakfast is over and we managed to get through without Yoonji attacking once. It's probably good they kept the weapons locked up. God forbid I walk in on Yoonji field stripping her rifle or anything. After cleaning up, Jiang presents the familiar map to me again. So which day are you picking today? Wait, why is Yoonji's bedroom written on here then crossed off? Sister's idea of a joke was to list my bedroom as a date route after the incident this morning. However, as this is not an eroge, I would never know how to say some of these words. I crossed it out. Are you saying if this wasn't eroge, you wouldn't have crossed it out? Just pick a date already. Can do. So like I said, we're just doing everything that is Jiang. And if we play again, I would have liked to see, well, we'll see them all eventually because, like I said, we'll play both routes. We're going to go to Rungda PPG with Jiang. This area marked Rungda PPG here on this long island in the Taedong River. That seems like it has promise. The weather is supposed to be pretty nice today. That would be an excellent location. I'll be your guide for this trip, so please go and make sure you have what you need. You'll want your phone and wallet. Make sure to have money with you. And something you don't mind getting wet would be advised. Meanwhile, I'll secure some paper bags. Paper bags? I can see you need money and I want to take photos, but why are we bringing a sack lunch or something? No, this is a different sort of preparation. No need to worry. Yoonji, do you have any idea? I don't want to talk about it. There's a reason she's taking you there and I'm not. Okay, could you at least give me an idea of what I'm getting myself into? Do all Western people worry as much about something so inconsequential as paper bag? I'm not worried, it just seems to be... Well, don't black bag me at least. Anyway, I'm going to get ready. You sure you don't want to come? I could not, even if I wanted to. The highest of leaders might have need of one of us, so I must stay behind. You go have fun with Jiang, maybe we'll go somewhere tomorrow. Okay then, I best not keep Jiang waiting. I'm already dressed and I've confirmed with the girls that what I'm wearing is appropriate for our destination, and that it only has a very slight chance of offending any sensitivities of the glorious leader. It's pretty uptight for a guy who loves American basketball. Jiang said something that I don't mind getting wet in. Did she mean a swimsuit? Hell, I didn't even think to pack a swimsuit. I guess I can toss a pair of my silkies in my bag. After getting the obsolete piece of plastic called my new phone and my wallet, I head out to meet Jiang. We're going in the same car we arrived in yesterday, with the same driver. Alright, so this goes out of order, because yesterday we took a bus. So I mean, this isn't perfectly made, oh well. Thank you for joining me on this trip today. It won't take very long as we'll be heading into Pyongyang proper. We'll even be allowed to see outside on the ride as soon as we leave from here. Well, that's a bit of a relief. I hate not seeing where I'm going, especially after that hazing incident back in Boot. I don't think our company is allowed back in San Diego after what our superiors officers did to us at MCRD. It was my fault the drill sergeant didn't know I slept commando. Anyway, I was afraid you and Yoonji would get annoyed with me just staring at you each time we take the car. You were staring at us? I couldn't tell. There wasn't much else to look at with the windows covered and that divider in the middle of the seats. So it seems like this is something you were supposed to do on like day 2. So I did everything out of order. Not that you're bad to look at. I mean, you look nice today. You look red. Are you sure you're feeling well? Of course, it's nothing really. Well, if you say so. Man, classic Stooge. I should have put a different name than this. She totally knows I was checking her out now. No, this is not a date, don't get psyched out. Today's just a casual, totally normal trip along with a really pretty girl. Oh man, this is totally a date. Alright, logic time. Truth. I say that she looked nice. Truth, Jiang merely asked if I was well so didn't interrupt our date day. Truth, I'm freaking out for nothing right now. Conclusion, Jiang thinks I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm really not good at these sorts of situations. That's okay, I think I understand. You are, as I say, inexperienced with the ladies? Wait, did Jiang just... Before I can say anything else, the car hits a bump. Jiang giggles a bit at this. Stop being so nervous. Your taste in musical attire aside, you're just fine. I really like that t-shirt, you know? Just let it be. She pats my hand as she says this. It's both comforting and nerve-wracking. Is this really a date? I thought I was just here for sightseeing. Yeah, it seems like this is like something I was supposed to do date 2. Oh well. But I feel like every time I with these two, I'm being sized up for something. This feels more than just simple sightseeing. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Perhaps Koreans are just this friendly and familiar. Thanks, Jeong. That makes me feel a lot better. And I'm wondering if like the ending for this game is gonna be like a joke where like we get brainwashed into staying in Korea forever, and that's how the game goes. Like I could see that happening. Or it could go like full Doki Doki and just be completely random. I guess that kind of led up to it. But a few minutes later, the partition between us and the driver comes down. I realize to see where we're going, and I instantly regret it. The road we're driving on is a little more than some crushed rocks and gravel. I've seen better paved roads in the backwoods of West Virginia. I guess that explains the rocky ride, although I can't complain about the effect it's had on the Ahem view. I met her boobs bouncing. Fortunately, it's also giving me a headache. Are you sure you're okay? You seem to have a pained expression. Just a mild headache. I've had worse. Private Henderson snoring in the bunk below me used to give me migraines. I understand. Sometimes Yoonji talks in her sleep. Really? That doesn't sound too horrible. Don't she shouting drill orders at 2 a.m.? Oh yeah, that would suck. Anyway, once we get there, we'll get you some water, and maybe a nice walk will clear your head up. Yeah, that sounds good. Before long, we're crossing our bridge to the islet in the middle of the river. This is Cheonggyu Bridge. This is the Cheonggyu Bridge. Its name celebrates the Kaesong dynasty, the longest lived dynasty in Korean history. Founded by General Yi Sung-gi in 1392, the dynasty, also sometimes called the Yi dynasty, lasted over 500 years into 1910. Then when the thieving Japanese, annexed our country. Sadly, much of the political history was centered around Seoul and the enemy-occupied territory to the south. The bridge, unlike the back roads, is actually in good condition. Wow, the bridge appears to be in really great shape. It's paved well and everything. Such a funny thing to say, but yes, the bridge is in good shape. It's given a major renovation that finished in 2004. Well, that's probably enough history and infrastructure for this part of the trip. Could you give me an idea of where we're going? Like, what does PPG mean anyway? You did not know? You should have asked. PPG stands for People's Pleasure Ground, and is on the Rungna Islet. The amusement park, along with the pool, water rides, mini golf, and dolphin showcase. Awesome! I've spent some summers on the Jersey Shore boardwalk, so I'm pretty good at mini golf, and dolphins are always fun to watch. I'm glad you were looking forward to this visit then. Do you want to go to the dolphin show first, or maybe mini golf? We can also go on some water rides and normal amusement rides too. There's also an arcade. I think we'll be able to do a lot of those. Let's start with the dolphin show. Okay, I love dolphins. They're so cute, they remind me of Glorious Leader. Okay, let's go to the show then. We step out of the car, and Jung leads us to a rather modern-looking aquatic building. It reminds me a lot of Sea Planet back home in the States. It appears Jung wants a close-up view of the action, and she takes my hand and leads me to the very front row. I don't know if there's actually a place like this in North Korea. That's pretty cool. You do know that sitting here we're almost guaranteed to get splashed on repeatedly, right? Of course. We're lucky it's not too crowded today. Sitting up front is refreshing and can actually come close to having a second bath if the dolphins are lively enough. It's then I recall Yoonji's jibe at me about using up the water ration this morning. That was the day before. Yeah, I think you were supposed to do this on day 2. Well, damn it, now I just feel guilty. There's gotta be a better way of getting a bath than this. Well, we can go swimming in the pools. I think they changed the chlorine recently, so that would have had the added bonus of getting some disinfectant on any small cuts we have. Well, of course, because swimming is clearly an essential function of proper wound hygiene. Now you're just being mean. Jung frowns and turns his attention to the water, awaiting the show. I think I may have teased just a little too hard there. Maybe I should try and smooth things over. Oh, hold on. This seems like a big deal right here. I'm gonna tickle her and see what happens. I think I need to do something more than a simple apology here. Jung seems to be comfortable with grabbing my hand and leading me around. I think I saw somewhere that tickling was something people still do here. Maybe that'll lighten her mood. Or she'll slug me, but hey, that's progress too, I guess. Hey, what are you? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Stop that. Ha ha, I'm so ha ticklish. No, ha. Some people in the audience are staring at me. At least it got Jung laughing. You probably shouldn't have done that. Are you angry? Not really, it's just, well, you're not Korean. Yeah, I guess I am the whitest person since well, I got in trouble for finishing that sentence when I was stationed in Fulda. But I got you to smile, so I don't really care. You like my smile that much? Stop blushing, idiot. Play it cool. Well, you've got a really pretty mouth. Thanks? Damn it, why do I suck at complimenting girls? Hey, I think the trainers are coming out at this complete unplanned opportune time. So that I don't follow up a stupid statement with an even stupider one, even though I think I just did anyway. Damn it. You're kind of cute, in an awkward way. Relax, I don't bite. The trainers come out with buckets full of fish, not long after a parade of dolphins swims out onto the main viewing area. They look pretty healthy. Actually, they look better fed than most of the trainers. Aren't they a sight to see? Yeah, really. They're so scrawny I can see their rib cages. Pardon? I'm not sure what you mean. You can't tell just by looking at them. They don't look like they're eating properly at all. It's a miracle they don't faint into the water on the spot. I don't understand. They appear healthy to me. And so majestic as they move through the water. It's breathtaking, this spectacle. More like a heartbreaking spectacle. And there they are, just handing perfectly good fish to the trained animals, while they themselves probably barely get enough food for breakfast. Wait a minute, are you talking about the trainers? Well, yeah, who do you think I was talking about? I thought we were here to watch dolphins, not people. And the trainers are certainly fine. It's been documented on the news how glorious leader makes sure they are kept strong enough to train the dolphins properly. Far be it from me to argue with your leader. Glorious leader. You're a glorious leader, but I seriously think the trainers aren't getting proper nutrition. Hey, a dolphin is about to jump through 5 hoops. She diverts my attention elsewhere. Maybe it's for the best. Devotion to this glorious leader seems to border on fanatical at times. I should probably be careful when talking about him. But yeah, wonderful. It cleared all 5 hoops and barely made a splash. Yeah, that was an Olympic level entry made there. I wish I could make such little splashes when I dive. Yunchi has no problem making hardly any splash. I never realized you were a diver. Oh yes, I was training both diving and gymnastics at a young age. I was really good at gymnastics. I was great at the floor routine. Around time on my 15th birthday, my coach handed me a hoop, ball, and ribbon. She then directed me to the rhythmic gymnastics coach. I asked her why, and she only mentioned something about tracts of land and pushed me along. I never really understood that. Well, damn it, I know exactly what her coach meant by that. I really hope she doesn't notice the goofy grin on my face. Don't look down is what he's trying to say. Oh, her coach was definitely right. He was telling her boobs were too big for her. Yeah. What's so funny? You understand what she meant? Shit she saw. Well, yeah, I sort of do. It comes from an old British comedy movie. A medieval father is trying to arrange a marriage for his son with a girl. As part of the positive, he tells his son she has a huge, well, you know. But I don't understand. As a play with some of his girls blessed with excessive charms. No, I still don't understand. It means you got bigger. Are you saying my coach sent me to rhythmic gymnastics because I got fat? No, not that. Thank goodness. You know, don't look like Yunji anymore. Jiang starts to laugh. That's a relief, I hope. You sent me to rhythmic gymnastics because I filled out. Haha. Well, yeah, haven't you ever noticed that China keeps getting in trouble for trying to enter their 12-year-olds? Which is why our glorious nation won every gold last summer and China only went home with silvers. That's what they say, don't they? All this time I thought she hated me, but it was my body that robbed me of my chance to be on the Olympic gymnastics team. And she was just trying to spare my feelings. What was I cursed with these curves? I wouldn't call them a curse per se. And why is that? In case you haven't noticed, pretty much every guy here has looked your way since we sat down. Really? Every man in the building? Even you? Even me. Wait, did I just say that? Hey look, dolphin basketball. Where? That works. Surprisingly, she turned her attention back to the pool. What a stupid, stupid, stupid fool I am. I've only spent roughly 24 hours with this girl and I'm dragging my tongue. I don't pay attention to me. My camera's not in a bad spot. I just realized I never even thought to check. At least I didn't the entire game with the camera like covering up the text. I spent roughly 24 hours with this girl and I'm dragging my tongue. See, this is scripted as a day 2 thing. This script is the first date you're supposed to do. Whatever. Well, I don't want to say it's a nothing game, but it's just a goofy game. I shouldn't be worried too much about that. I guess people just assume you're gonna go to the water park immediately. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't sound like such a tool. I don't think there's too many. The visuals that actually haven't been amazing. We'll see. I think the Slam Dunk Spectacular segment ends the show. Maybe we should get something to drink and figure out what to do next. Just as I'm about to say something, a big splash of water comes up from the pool and completely transposes me and Jiang. I figured this is where we were going. We're gonna have a nice wet t-shirt scene, right? Whoa, big air for Kim Do-fung, resulting in a huge splash on the front row. Hope you brought some towels. Well, I guess this was bound to happen sitting in the front row. They like, it didn't change the picture at all. Yes, very refreshing, isn't it? That's one word for it. After a few more dolphins proceed to use their snouts to dunk balls through hoops, and subsequently drenching me, Zhang, and some other people in the front row, again before the show ends. Let's go for a walk around the concourse to dry off. Maybe you'll see something you want to do as we go. That sounds like a plan to me. They really didn't do like they had an easy wet t-shirt gag there. Man. We walk outside in the bright, relatively warm day. As we make our way around the concourse, we come upon a rather large crowd. At first I think it's for a short ride, but we're actually near the main gate. Getting closer at the end, make out what appears to be a limousine near the entrance. The people seem to be watching with curiosity. Looks like a VIP has arrived. Gotta stretch near the gate. Let me see if I can get a closer look. After she bends, jumps, and contorts herself for a couple minutes, she turns back to me. That's the personal vehicle for one of the glorious leader's top trusted advisors. He must be here to have a day at the park as well. From what I can make out from the hushed voice of the crowd, I don't think he's here just for the roller coaster. This is his third time here in just over a week. He must be promised to one of the girls. Testing out the milk to purchase a chosen cow, maybe? That's not very nice. Sorry, I just got my Steam. I need to update my Steam privacy policies, or they just updated and they sent me a big email about it. Okay. Likely, they don't call this the party's pleasure underground for nothing. Guess a few of the girls have reached the age of leaving the Kipunjo. Hush, we have a Gugega over there. Wow, he's with a pretty Korean girl. Maybe he scored favor at the party and got access too. As soon as I figure they're talking about me and Zhang, I look in their direction. Before I can go to them, they see me and scurry off in the crowd. So this is like a harem for North Korea's leaders. Hey Zhang, what does the word Kipunjo mean? Her expression darkens the mere mention of the word. Where did you hear of such nonsense? Tell me now. Nonsense? I don't know. I just heard some people in the crowd just now mention it. Something about the girls leaving the Kimpumjo and the guy in the limo visiting. If you see them again, point them out to me so I can have them dealt with properly. Such filthy slander should not litter the air of a happy place like this. I think I'm missing some vital intel. Mind sharpening my sword? Your army uses swords? No wonder we won. But wait. You could have one here. You couldn't have one here. It would have been confiscated. Sorry, just an expression meaning please explain so I know what you're talking about. Understood. There's a filthy rumor that the glorious leader keeps a large battalion of beautiful girls for personal use. Okay. But he uses them for entertainment up to and including sexual favors. And he also rewards high-ranking officials and guests with access to those girls. It's a filthy lie, though. How do you know it's a lie? No offense meant, but most world leaders find themselves with pretty girls. I mean, that's the Italian Prime Minister, that man knee-deep. Your false leaders are much less faithful than the glorious leader. He has been happily married for years now to a gorgeous woman who has birthed to him 18 kids. That can't be right. As I recall, he hasn't been married that long. Taking into account the human gestation period of 9 months, there's no way the two have 18 kids together. Unless she gave birth to multiple sets of twins and triplets. It does seem unlikely, but that's what we've been told. The media has insisted that glorious leader is the most virile man in the world. There's intel I never needed to know. Anyway, I think I get it. Wanna go on some rides or play some Midway games? The Midway sounds good. I'm getting a little hungry so we can visit a food cart there. Let's go then. We head over to the Midway area, and I'm a tad surprised. For all the anti-American rhetoric I've seen and heard, the Midway reminds me of a Southern carnival. Cheap food carts and games that are likely rigged against you winning cheap prizes. Since Young said she was hungry, I started looking at the food carts. Anything you can recommend we partake of from the vendors? They're all equally good. See if one of them strikes your fancy. Reading the sides, I get the feeling my options will leave a lot to be desired. Just about every vendor is a kimchi vendor. Some claim to season theirs differently or add a different ingredient, but in the end it's all kimchi and noodle vendors who also offer kimchi. Well, except for that one guy who appears to be selling mystery meat on a stick. I think we'll skip that one because I think I see tails attached to the so-called meat. You Koreans really like your kimchi, don't you? It's easy to make, store, it is delicious. I believe the vendor over there has the best kimchi here if you care for some. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Silly, we're in Pyongyang. When in Pyongyang, eat kimchi. She giggles as we walk over to the vendor she pointed out. I let her walk up and order first, then I place mine. This way I can pay for both servings, maybe smooth things over. When Pyongyang's going to protest, I just shrug my shoulders at her. I hand the vendor a $10 bill and get back a handful of coins. They're all euros, and from different countries at that. I guess I should start a collection. I also have no idea if I just got a good bargain or completely fleeced. Can't be helped, I guess. We sit down and eat our meal. How is it? Honestly, I've had better kimchi in the States. It's fairly bland and lacks seasoning, a bit too watery as well. It's okay, I guess. Yunji's was way better though. I'll have to tell you, liked your kimchi a lot. So much you thought it was better than a professional vendor's food. I might make it for you every day. So she has made it for me every day. I hope not. I might never eat cabbage again if that's the case. Want to go on some rides after this? Yes, let's do that. There's some I've been wanting to go on. We finish up eating and head towards the main attractions area. You can find most of the rides here at any theme park in America. First, we go on the Tilt-A-Swirl. It's Tilt-A-Whirl, not Tilt-A-Swirl. Come on. Whee! Oof. The Tilt-A-Swirl does tend to smash people together. Not complaining, as our previous conversation from the Dolphin Show is fresh in my mind. Only a couple minutes into it, the ride suddenly stops, just as the turn is abrupt and forcing me into Jiang. Our apologies, we've lost power. Please be patient, it will be restored soon. Collective groans whisper together in a tone brokering not again. Are you okay? Yeah, a bit perturbed that the power went out in the middle of the ride, but otherwise I'm fine. Comfortable then? Yes, feeling pretty good. Are you okay? Well, you are kind of pushed up against me. Your perfume smell... Oh, my voice just cracked. Your perfume smells nice. Let's slake the thirst here. Ah, sorry. I quickly shift off her in the seat, my face a little red. It's not like I minded. Jiang huffs. A few minutes later, the power then comes back on, the ride resumes as normal. That was fun, what's next? Bump-em carts. Why can't they just say bumper carts? On the bump-em carts, Jiang is really coming after me. My cart seems slower compared to hers. Just as she gives my cart a gruesome head-on collision, the ride stops. We offer our apologies. The power's gone out. Please bear with us. Does this happen often, Jiang? Just occasionally. And yet on the swirling swings, we're most sorry. The power has gone out. Please bear with us. The super swing pods. Apologies. We have temporarily lost power. Please bear with us. In the men's bathroom. Our sincerest apologies. The power has gone out. Please bear with us. Not the brightest crayon in the box, but I can sense the pattern when it's pounded in my head. Are you ready for the roller coaster? I have the paper bag ready. Is that why you insisted on bringing one, in case I puked on the ride? I mean, I've jumped out of an airplane 1,300 feet, with nothing but a parachute funded by a Congress that spent nearly $1 million on a soccer field for Gitmo detainees. I think I can handle a roller coaster. That's what Yunji thought, but I didn't stop her from tossing her kimchi. Oops, I wasn't supposed to mention that. She's sort of sabotaging my image of Yunji here, I wonder. We head over to the roller coaster and get on together. The ride is going smoothly. It's not overly death-defying, but it is satisfying. We might even make it to the end without losing power. So sorry, but the power has gone out. Please bear with us. Me and my stupid thought bubbles. Maybe we should do something else for a bit, Jiang. I think I'd like to do something that the electricity can't interrupt. We're at about the hottest part of the day. We could go swimming. Sure, why not? I didn't bring a swimsuit, but I did bring my silkies. I put our bag with the clothing in a locker on the way in. We can grab it and go get changed by the pool. So we get a swimsuit shot. We didn't get the wet t-shirt. We got the swimsuit. Okay. We grab the bag and head over to the pool. Surprisingly, it's not overly crowded. Jiang heads to the women's washroom to change as I head over to the head. So I walk in, a couple men turn around, and once they see me, their faces look like they've seen a ghost. I guess I really do stand out here. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Nice day for a swim, right? Yes, if you say so. Hope you don't mind, but I'm going to get changed over here. Okay. As soon as I start taking off my clothes, the two guys run off. It's almost as if they were scaring me or something. I finish changing, head out, back out to the pool. John's already waiting. So let's get bathing sheet shot. I don't know what to say. Do I have a sunburn or something? Do I look okay? You look amazing. I was always told Americans were all fat sloths with guts of beer. But you're chiseled almost as well as the Supreme Overlord was in his prime. Thanks, I think. It's been a while since I've worn my swimming costume. Does it look okay? She twirls a couple times, and to say it looks okay, we're giving far too much credit to the term. It fills our swimsuit out like a supermodel. See, most supermodels are exceptionally thin, so I already feel my face getting red. You look. It's that bad? You look perfect. Flatterer. She heads up to the diving board and quickly dives in gracefully. Despite her earlier protest, she actually doesn't make that much of a splash going into the water. I follow up behind her and attempt to do a jackknife. However, that plan goes awry when I'm suddenly reminded that I've never taken formal diving lessons in my life. I do a total belly flop into the pool, splashing everyone in a 5-foot radius. In pain, I crawl out of the pool and sit on the edge. A few moments later, Jung pulls herself out too, with a worried look on her face. I meant to do that. Are you okay? Went right on your stomach. Stings a little, but otherwise I'm fine. Your stomach, it's all red. She runs her hand over my abdomen, and again my face is flushed red. When we're done, make sure to see me, and I'll see about getting something for that. We swim for a while before finally deciding to get out and head to the midway again. Back on the midway, I said look at all the games being offered. Pretty typical, the darts game features pictures of foreign leaders on them, recognizes the President of the United States, as well as the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Over at the basketball toss, the background is a huge picture of the glorious leader. Sitting next to him is a basketball legend from the States. Then I spot what I want next to that game. Here we go, Young. This one is right up my alley. Super Sniper? I don't think anyone has ever won that game. Break open the history book then, because it's gonna need an update. Super Sniper involves hitting 5 targets with your single-shot pellet rifle. Of course, the gun is modified against you, it's just a matter of figuring out how. I hand her some cash and give my rifle already loaded. Back in the barrel, I note the rifling has been tampered with to throw off the shot in a certain direction. With that knowledge in mind, it's a simple matter of compensating my aim. A couple minutes later, all 5 targets have been knocked down, and I have a game booth operator standing agape. That was amazing! With how you were aiming, I thought you'd miss terribly. I think the booth operator is asking you to pick your prize. Prizes are pretty lame. They insist on a line of plush bears popular in the 80s for being colorful that have symbols on their tummies. Talking about Care Bears here? Freaking Care Bears? However, these look like knockoffs made in Mexico or China. Too bad. Originals sell on the internet for 20 times their original value. Obviously, I'm going to give it Zhang, so which one should I get? The 2 that look the best are a green with a 4-leaf clover and a blue one with the crescent moon. Uh-oh. Save again. You don't know what to pick. I'm going to pick the crescent moon. Though I personally preferred green. I think she would appreciate the moon more. I like the blue bear with the moon, please. The booth operator, still looking like he's seen the most amazing thing ever, hands me the bear. I turn and immediately offer it to Jiang. She squeals in delight and hugs me, which is completely unexpected but totally nice. So thoughtful. How do you know this would be the one I want the most? Perfect. I bet no matter which one you pick, that's what she says. I could check. Here, hold on. Watch, we'll check. Ready? Save, load. Let's see. It's cute, and I do like the color green. Okay, ooh. It was the wrong, I did just make the right pick. Okay. Perfect. You seem like the type who likes the night. My name means quiet or still, much like the night. Look at that. I made that. I wonder if I messed up some of the other picks then. It probably doesn't really matter in the end. Thank you so much. I will cherish this plush bear. I will cherish this plush bear for the rest of my life. She looks around nervously, then gives me a peck on the cheek. You're so cute and you're blushing. Come on, let's play some more games. Well, we got a kiss on the cheek. We roam the midway, playing some games here and there. However, I only know how to get the upper hand in the shooting game. For some reason, it closed as soon as we left, and I haven't seen the operator since. It's starting to get late. Jung looks tired. You ready to head back yet? Almost. There's one more ride I'd like to go on. She points in the direction of the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel? Okay, why not? I like the view of the city from the top. The most romantic ride besides the Tunnel of Love, which I'm assuming they don't have a Tunnel of Love. We gather our things and go to the Ferris wheel. While it appears to go pretty high, the cabins aren't very big. Barely enough room for 2 people in the cabin we've gotten into. Sitting across from each other, the ride slowly goes up and around. If I was a betting man, I'd be placing a wager on the over-under for revolutions before the power goes out. So sorry, but the power has gone out. Please bear with us. 2 revolutions. If only Vegas had a spread for power outages on Korean amusement rides. It's almost at the apex as well. Jung is looking out at the city. There's a sleepy look in her eye. Hey, if you're tired, you can come rest on my shoulder. I won't mind. Where would I sit? The seats are far too small. On my lap, I guess. I mean, only if you're okay with that. Well, I could use a little nap. It's kind of like, how could that possibly be comfortable? I don't know. She makes her way over and sits on my... She's not actually on your lap, she's between your legs, but that's okay. She makes her way over and sits softly on my lap, placing her head against my chest. Her head's also like on your chin. She's really light for someone so blessed. I had a really nice time today. Thanks for coming out here with me. I had a great time too. Go ahead and rest a little though. She's already napping as I finish that sentence. About 10 minutes later, the ride finally starts up again and we're allowed off. I gently help Jung to her feet and we make her way to the parking lot. I'm driver greets us, and we get in the car to go home. In the backseat, Young freely decides to continue her nap by resting her head on my shoulder. Not that I mind, of course. The partition is down in between us and the driver. I'm pretty sure she's staring me through the rearview mirror. But I do the smart thing and just let her rest, though I'm tempted to stroke her hair. For long, we're pulling back to the girls' dorm. Jong, we're back at your place. Ready to go in? I'll bet Yoonji has dinner waiting for us and wants to hear how the day went. Yawn. Okay, let's go in. I hop her out of the car and make our way back to the house. I can't help but think that this was a pretty good day as we walk into the front door. Welcome home, you two. Thanks, Yoonji. Oh, okay, I'm wondering if... Okay, I think we might be hitting an ending, actually, already. These past 3 days have gone by so quickly, especially because of all the places I've gone with these two girls. It's kind of nice to kick back and relax a little after having another of Yoonji's meals. Maybe not, maybe it's just a generic day 3 thing. I must admit, she does a great job with the limited food they have here in North Korea. The only thing is, now there's too much time to kill and nothing to do. Jung and Yoonji are sitting reading books. I'm just here on the floor describing what's going on in my head. Hey, didn't you two have a radio somewhere? Maybe there's something we can listen to. Yes, we do have a radio. Actually, KCBC should be airing Voice of Korea soon. Voice of Korea, what's that? It's mostly news and music, and the reading of the original leader's memoirs. Is it memories? No, it does say memoirs. It's the best radio program. You'll love it. So is Brendan staring at the ceiling. Can we tune in? Certainly. Let me go get the radio. Those would be a good idea to listen to the news, see if anything has happened recently. Maybe your government finally apologized for your aggressive stance against our glorious leader. Probably shouldn't hold your breath. I have no intention of holding my breath. Never mind. I think I hear Zhang mumbling something about the antenna not being put back inside the radio correctly. Pretty sure she paired with an unflattering comment about the nature of her sister's tidiness. Yoonji, how many times do I have to tell you to push the antenna back into the radio so that it doesn't get bent or broken? How do you know I was the last one to use the radio? The dial is at the Korean soap opera station. You're the only person who listens to it. You have a soap opera station? Yes, well the stories are very moving. The latest episode of Pathway to Pyongyang had its big finale last week. I'll pass on a summary. How about we just turn on the radio? Yes, that's a good choice. You don't want to get Yoonji going on about her soaps. Jeong started setting up the radio while Yoonji mutters something about putting arsenic in the next package of kimchi. Good thing she probably can't get her hands on any. You have a hard enough time getting food here, let alone exotic poisons. Looks like they've got an 80s style boombox, complete with double cassette deck, excuse me. The record button on deck 2 is missing though, probably for the best. I don't think they play anything current here anyway. After fiddling with the dial, Young finally gets a signal, and almost immediately she snaps to attention from hearing the marching music coming through. Yoonji has done the same. I guess I'd best stand as well. And 3 consecutive march songs later, we finally get to sit down. You have 3 national anthems? Don't be absurd. Only the first song was our national anthem. The other 2 songs for original leader and the son of original leader. So in essence, you have 3 anthems, and I imagine a 4th in the works for Glorious Leader. Yes, I would think Glorious Leader will be getting an anthem as well. I consider starting a really comfortable shoe company for all the standing you'll have to do. But I don't think your government will let me start a business. Ha ha ha. So funny, Mr. Smarty Mouth. At least ours are original. Your country set its anthem to a British drinking tune. Well, at least not the German anthem. That one is actually a drinking tune. Well, depending on your circle of friends, I guess. Hush you two, the news is about to start. This is the Voice of Korea. I'm your host, Bigu Wong. I guess that'd be good. Bigu Wong. Is that a real name? Definitely. In fact, I definitely had it. Oh, Big Wong. Ugh. Yeah, I get it. Like, I definitely had a rough childhood. In today's top story, Glorious Leader has declared the next 2 days as a national holiday to celebrate his triumph over the American dictator in trade negotiations. This momentous victory, Glorious Leader is said to have secured a trade deal with the American idiot-in-chief in exchange for vastly superior armaments. While details are still unclear, it appears he has spent a small payment to the head wingnut. What the Americans claim is their newest weapon, the ID-10T, get at the idiot missile system. Let's all hold a moment of silence in all of our Glorious Leader's negotiation skills. Maybe I can try to sell the Glorious Leader some chem-light batteries if I ever bump into him. We get 2 days. Ooh. We get 2 days off. We can all do something together. We've already done things together, like played. That wasn't what it was called before. It wasn't Juchopoly. I think she means we can have a group date together. But sister, I thought we were supposed to. We've done that for 3 days now. We're really at that point in time where we should have a group outing. Yes, this does seem like the appropriate spot and time for that.
Let me see if I have this correct. For 3 days we've gone single girl dates, just one of us and Stooge. Now because we're about to enter day 4, it's required we have a group outing? Yes, sister, that's how it's done. Just sounds so scripted. Well, sometimes you have to plan things out. Precisely. So for the next 2 days it shall be all 3 of us together, sharing the good times and making memories. So where will we go on this trip? Let me think about it for a bit. I nod and we again focus on the ongoing broadcast over the radio. And while our generals can reach an agreement with Russian President Vladimir Putin on a summit date, hope is that Russians will meet with us soon to discuss our next shipment of voluntary laborers to Siberia. During the entertainment news, Glorious Leader has announced he will put on a concert tour next year, where he will perform his international hit singles. The voluntary attendance is considered mandatory, and fun will be had by all. Dates to be announced soon. Mandatory voluntary attendance? Of course we call it being voluntold. Glorious Leader has a wonderful singing voice. It is an honor to be able to attend his concerts. I hope I do not get wall duty again when Pyongyang dates are announced. Yes, you were really upset last year. I'll see about switching shifts with you if that happens. You do that for me? Of course, Yoonji. You're my precious younger sister. I want the best the world can offer you. Thank you, sister. You're always looking out for me. It's touching to see how much Young cares for Yoonji, but sometimes I wonder if she goes too far and ignores her own wants or needs. And now a word from our sponsors. Sponsors? I didn't think your government allowed for something so capitalist. You won't be hearing ads for sweatshop sneakers or designer medicines. Most of the commercial I'd be hearing. The only thing that deserves to be advertised. I should have known. No, really, I should have known. Good evening, citizen of the best true Korea. Truly are graced to live here. This bountiful land of plenty is sent by the divine of our original leader to his grandson, our glorious leader. He alone has the wisdom to direct our country to its rightful ascension as rulers of the world. But he is not alone in this eternal struggle against the force of those who occupy all their lands. Especially our birthright land to the south. The Workers' Party, the only party that represents all its citizens anywhere on Earth, assists our glorious leader as he stares down the threats the world poses to us. Together, glorious leader and the Workers' Party will lead our nation to total triumph over the evil forces of the United States and enable our allies. Remember to support your Workers' Party by saluting our brave military members who will do battle on our behalf. True Korea prevail. Man, I thought Commercial America were long-winded, but that was... Were you crying, Yoonji? That was poetry. Beautiful poetry. I'm so happy to be part of our destiny. Okay, well, Jean? Sorry, I was just lost in thought, trying to figure out where we're gonna go for our outing. Maybe we can get out of the city and go somewhere else. I could use a change in scenery. I had considered that option. Oh no, we're not going camping again. Never, ever, ever again. Who said anything about camping? You did. You suggested a change of scenery from a city. Well, yes, but I never said it had to be camping. Don't mind Yoonji. She's had camping since we were in the Young Pioneer League. All the other kids threw her camping gear into the river after she shot them with a pellet gun. It's not like they didn't deserve it. Yoonji stuck out her tongue. Regardless, we aren't going camping, Yoonji, so you can relax. Thank goodness, we only have one tent anyway, and it's designed for 2 people. That would make the trip rather cozy. Not even, you'd be sleeping under the stars. You at least give me a sleeping bag, right? We only have 2, sorry. We packed some extra blankets from the depot, but regardless, we aren't going camping. Then where are we going? Jung brings over the map she's been studying and points to an area on the eastern part of the Chinese-Korean border. Paektu Mountain. We'll be spending our trip there. A mountain? Nope, I didn't do the voice. Not just any mountain. It's the most sacred mountain in all of Korea. Original leader's son was born atop the mountain. It also serves as an important encampment in our country's struggles against the evil Nipponese. Boring. Enough history. Paektu Mountain has a lot of gorgeous waterfalls as well as some natural hot springs. But it's good, so it's always cold up there. Glad you mentioned that. We'll be staying at a small little known hot spring cottage near Lake Chon. Sounds like a fun little outing, perfect for a group date. Our final story tonight, it has come to the Workers' Party attention. There are potentially still Western sympathizers in the ranks. Of course, leaders investigating into this and appropriate action will be taken. Have a lovely holiday. Those 2 things don't really go together. Who cares? Go rest up. We've got to catch a train and then take a car tomorrow to get to our destination, and we still need to pack. That's true, sister. Let's all get ready for the trip. Well, I'm already packed, but some extra sleep wouldn't hurt. Yeah, you'll want to be full of energy for this trip. Sleep is essential. Good night, Yoonji. Looks like the next 2 days are all set. I'm looking forward to it. Time to hit the sack and get ready for this 2-day excursion. Oh, I didn't have it. Okay. So hold on. I want to go. We're going to save right here. And we're going to call it a day. This seems like a good spot.
before we've been going for 3 hours. That's probably pretty good. The plan will be, I think I'm gonna do Sunday. I think I'll do Sunday at, I'm gonna do it during the day. I'll probably do like Sunday at 3 p.m. Sunday at 2 or 3 p.m. because that way it's probably pretty, it's decent for like European folks too. Maybe 3 p.m. And that way I'll have this on YouTube for people to watch if they want to catch up before I do that stream. Not that you need to follow a ton. But yeah, I'll put this up on YouTube in the morning, assuming I can upload with my garbage internet. And then we'll plan on streaming Sunday this, finish this game up, and then on Monday for the holiday, since everyone in America's off, I will stream something else. What it'll be, I don't know. Maybe I'll do Throne of Lies. We'll see. Maybe I'll do Dark Souls Remastered. I kind of want to do that. I don't think I'm going to start with Danganronpa yet. But like that did come out, and there wasn't too much going on in the chat. Aid and JWeb, the one people really spoke. I don't think I saw too many other people hop in. But if you did, I appreciate it. If you are watching this on YouTube, I thank you for it. If you are watching there, you know, normal outro, please, you know, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, fun stuff like that. I enjoy playing games like this. This game hasn't been quite up to par to where I thought it was going to be yet, but it's still good. I mean, I think I started off with like the top kind of funny visual novel with Frisky Business, the first one I did. That really like hit home for me because it was just so stupid. It was a good mix of everything, but we're going to call it there. I hope everyone did enjoy the stream, or watching this on YouTube, or watching on VOD, however you are watching it, but I really do appreciate it. We're gonna get more stuff like this, more other things, hopefully. The goal is to figure out a time when people actually want to watch this kind of stuff and be live in chat so we can interact and have fun with that. But we'll see how that goes. We'll figure out a good time and schedule for weekends and stuff. But thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And as always, please have a great day.